Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
You're watching Samwelb experience.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Here we are set, lock, stock, and ready to go with a nice little matchup here today. The Maple Leafs, second in the Atlantic, about to take it to the Chicago Blackhawks, who are eighth in the Central, and this is going to be a nice one. The Leafs with a big win, although they almost gave it away last night. A big win for them. Of course, the Panthers with a loss, they catch up 2 points. A win tonight puts Toronto first place in the Atlantic Division. This is going to be a nice one. D, what's going on? Ulysses, hello there. Caleb, welcome in. Daniel Barry, welcome. Onyx in the house. Danny T, what's shaking? Dallas, hello there. Noah, they finally won, Noah. They finally won. Unbelievable. Richard, how's it going? Let's hope tonight is a little less nerve-wracking. Absolutely. Wasn't that crazy last night? Absolutely wild how they almost gave it away. It was mortifying. Absolutely mortifying. But hopefully this will be a much better result. It has to be. Let's get into these lineups and take a look. Who's in, who's out for the Maple Leafs? Matthew Nye is going to be with Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. Scott, how's it going? Welcome in back-to-back. You got it. Bobby Mack, he's going to be with John Tavares and Willie Nylander. Max Domi with Pontus Holmberg and Nicky Robertson. Steven Lorentz with David Kempf and Alex Steves. No real changes there. We got Morgan Riley with Oliver Ekman-Larsson. McCabe and Tanev together. Benoit and Timmins. And the big change comes in the term of the goaltending and Joseph Woll. Joseph Woll, he is in today as the second leg of the back-to-back, so this is going to be a big one. Now, do me a favor, as you're coming in, I don't know what is going on with YouTube right now, and it's really, really infuriating. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, but do me a favor, hit that share button. Share us out. Drop our link in any of your social media on Facebook, on Twitter, Reddit, Discord. Just let people know we are here and they can find us. For some reason, YouTube is throttling us back, and it is not cool. So we need your help to get the word out there and share things around. But those of you that are here, welcome in. We appreciate it. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. Those that were with us last night, you know what it's all about. You know how we roll, and it is a good time. Now, for the Blackhawks, they're going with Landon Slaggert, Connor Bedard, and Ryan Donato. We got Kurashev with Frank Nazar and Tyler Bertuzzi. Is it just me? Put your hand up if you want to see Tyler Bertuzzi get spanked tonight real good. I know I do. Teuvo Teravainen is going to be with Nick Foligno and Ilya Mikheyev. Another one, if you want to see Nick Foligno get it good tonight, raise your hand, because I certainly am not happy with Nick Foligno. Ilya Mikheyev, I am a fan of. I like Mikheyev a lot. We got Patrick Maroon the Goon with Lucas Reichel and Craig Smith. Then on the D side, Alec Martinez with Seth Jones, Alex Vlasic with Connor Murphy, Nolan Allen with Ethan Dalmastro, and Arvids Soderblom going to get the start. I was kind of hoping it was going to be Mrazek so we could kind of give it to Mrazek, but Soderblom is in. He's going to get the puck tonight, going to start for Chicago. TJ Brody is scratched tonight. This really is like a squad of ex-Maple Leafs. TJ Brody, Mrazek, Foligno, Mikheyev, Bertuzzi. Nuts. But this is going to be a fun one. Hopefully, Toronto will be able to bring this one in. KC Chiefs fan, what's going on? Welcome in from Australia. Good to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Those are the starting lineups for tonight. Of course, the hot hands, Austin Matthews, him and Ryan Donato, each 8 points in their last 5 games. Of course, that spans to prior to the break. William Nylander and Ryan Donato, each 4 goals in their last 5. And then Matthews, 7 assists, and Teravainen with 5 assists in their last 5. Tristan, how's it going? Welcome to the show. From a goaltending perspective, Joseph Wall 19-11-0 with a 2.65 goals against and a 9.09 save percentage. Soderblom is 7-12-5 with a 3.01 and a 9.06. BD, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see ya. Now, how do these two teams stack up? Well, no doubt Toronto should be all over them. When you think about it, where Chicago sits in the standings to where Toronto sits, this should be a cakewalk. However, when you look at the stats, the Maple Leafs 13th on the power play, Chicago is 8th. They have a better power play than Toronto. Right now on the penalty kill, Toronto is 13th. Chicago is 7th. Chicago has a better power play. What's going on? The Blackhawks have better special teams than the Maple Leafs? It's true. Then when you get into the face-off area, Toronto at a 52.8% puts them third in the National Hockey League. Chicago second last down at 31st. Goals for, goals against, Toronto is 12th and 11th, where Chicago is 28th and 30th. Their goaltending and their goal scoring has been a problem for this club, so that's where Toronto can take advantage. Now, we have a huge celebratory note to kick off with tonight before this one gets started. Just announced earlier today, Mitch Marner and Mrs. Marner have announced they are expecting. The Marners are going to be expecting a little tyke. Will it be a little playmaker or will it be a little grinder? But Marner is expecting a little one, and that is very, very cool. Onyx got the pizza going and is ready for the game. We just scarfed down some dinner. I am set for the game. Pitoli, welcome in. Go Leafs go. A baby Marner. It is true. It is true. Now the question is he going to name the baby Michael after Michael Bunting? They were super close. Is he going to name him Austin after Austin Matthews? Which name are the Mariners going to go with? Well, we're probably going to have about 6 more months of waiting, maybe a little longer, depending on how far along they are. But it's exciting news. Leafs Nation is getting one fan bigger. So congratulations to the Mariners. It's absolutely amazing, amazing news. And even though Mitch has struggled this year, he did show up in 2 important moments. One, to score the overtime winner in the Four Nations Canada kickoff. And, of course, that awesome pass to Connor McDavid to put it away for Team Canada. So Marner's back in our good books. So congratulations on the little one. Shout out to, there you go, Kansas City Chiefs fan from down under. Giving a little shout out to Emma Grace. A little shout out. Marner, future NHL star. We'll see. Hey, maybe he'll name him after Justin Bieber and call him Little Just, right? You never know. Why am I assuming it's a boy? It could be a girl. Wait for that announcement. Hayden, what's going on? Welcome, and Sam will be the name. Tristan, that would be, can you imagine? That would be funny. Zelda, what's going on? Patrick after Patrick Marleau. There you go, right? Patrick Marleau, a very big father figure to young Mitchell when he was here. You never know. Oh, it's Kansas City says the wife to be Emma Grace. There you go. Congratulations to Kansas City Chiefs fan from Australia and Emma Grace. Gonna tie the knot. Big congratulations. We're celebrating all over the place. Wayne, what's going on? Good evening. Welcome in. Sam works for a boy or girl. That's true. It certainly does. Danny, what's up? Welcome to the show. All right. Over the last 10 games, the Leafs are now 6-4-0 with a win last night over Carolina. Before that, they had a loss to Vancouver and then a nice little stretch over Seattle, Calgary, and Edmonton. Chicago, on the other hand, is 2-4-4 in their last 10 games with losses coming to Columbus, St. Louis, and then a win over Nashville. So again, this should be taken on easily. Now, I need my buddy Cottaging here. I need my buddy Cottaging to tell me what his picks are today. He's been pretty good making these any player picks, and I'm excited to see, will that be the case tonight? How do I edit this? I want to take him off. Can I remove him out of the way? There's a nice little kind of setup here, and I'd get in on this, but I got to get rid of, I want to get rid of Austin Matthews out of here because I don't think Austin Matthews is going to score tonight. He's looked very sluggish. He's looked pretty brutal. Bobby McMahon was coming close, but you know who is a a Chicago Blackhawk killer. And I'm trying to see if he's on the list here. Do they not have him on the list? There he is. John Tavares. John Tavares is a Blackhawk killer. He loves playing this team, and it is pretty amazing. So do we go John Tavares for a goal? Willie Nylander a goal? Matthew Knies for a goal? That would be pretty all right. That would be pretty good. And Mitch Marner for 2 points. That seems like a stretch, but this could be a big, big score. So maybe do we take a flyer on it? A $5 flyer to win $177? I think that would be pretty funny. That's a pretty big line. Pretty big. Willie, Tavares, and Knies all to score tonight, and Marner to pick up 2 points. Jeff, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Hanging out till your Stars Isles get going. Well, happy to have you along for the ride. Brandon, what's going on? Welcome to the show. All right, I don't know. Should I do it? That seems like it seems like a long shot. It certainly seems like a long shot. I don't know about the Mitch Marner component, but I don't think I can change that. But I don't want to also mix it up. Yeah. But I think we need to do it. I think we got to have some fun here tonight. I think we got to start putting together a little pick of the night, and I think this would be an interesting one. So I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to go for it. I don't know how. I'm new to this. I think it's going to be an interesting one. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. It'll be whatever it'll be. This should be a big one. Can we do just the 5 spot? I don't want to put a whole bunch in here. No, it has to be a minimum of 10. All right, we're gonna put in 10. We're gonna do this live on stream. Oh, I gotta type in all my stuff. I should have put this in beforehand. But we're gonna have some fun here tonight. We're gonna make it interesting. Give us something to cheer from. So I apologize. Well, I have to do this on the fly. Next time, Samwelb, you should do this in advance so the nice people who are waiting for this hockey game don't have to wait for you to put this together. So that's what? Hang on. I can't spell. Boom, boom. So this is what we're going to do. We're putting this down. This way we can have a little fun, but welcome in as you are coming in. We're going to put together a big win here for Toronto. They scored lots last night. We're going to see if they could. Oh my goodness, it's not working either. Holy smokes. Do I have to enter this all over again? If I do, we're just not going to do it that way. Let's see. Oh my goodness. D, can you enter this for me? Can you fill this out? See, I got to get the assistant here to put in all the information. No, there you go. The Rangers finally won. Rob, how's it going? You'll probably need my wallet. $10? Yeah, just $10. You probably need. Okay, she's going to put it in. She's going to get it going. This is going to be a nice one. We're going to get set tonight. A big game. Toronto, Chicago. Welcome in as you're joining us. This is going to get going momentarily. Let's flip over, get ourselves ready to rock and roll. They're on the ice already. It doesn't look like we're getting the anthem. Let's get set. Toronto, Chicago. No anthems here. We're getting right into it. And it looks like... yeah, I don't have to save the card. Looks like the widget here is stalled, so we'll get this all fixed up for you as this game is about to get going. There we go, about to start. Now it's updating. Now things are going. All right, hang on, let's see. Continue. Place 5. There we go. Did we do it? I don't know what happened. Where's my... There we go. We need John Tavares, William Nylander, and Matthew Knies to be 3 goal scorers tonight. Let's see it. We need 2 points from Mitch Marner. We need all of those things to happen here tonight. This is going to be a big one, and here we go. We are underway. Game on. We are in action.
Matthew Knies kicks at it. Matthews had that stripped away by Bedard, and a quick shot there by Ryan Donato, and a good stop by Joseph Woll.
Wall with the first stop of the game. This one coming around. Down on the side, going to kick free. Here comes Nyes trying to split through. He's going to roll this one down. Going to clear this around. No Peter Mrazek tonight. Chicago stepping in. It's Bedard. He's going to flip this one around behind the net. Toronto going to pick it up. They're going to get going. Yeah, Dallas, we're going big. We're making it interesting. We're going to have some fun. Here's a quick shot off the shoulder. And according to these stats, it looks like we have some lineup changes. Looks like TJ Brodie is, in fact, in the lineup here tonight. As you are coming in, welcome, welcome. Hit those thumbs up. Keep them going. Coming around over to the side. Chicago. Teravainen going to work it on the side. Big collision behind. Jake McCabe getting all tied up there. Got taken down with his man. Going to come to Foligno. He's going to turn and shoot. And that's going to be grabbed and held onto by Joseph Woll. Now, one cool thing, one neat thing I like with the Chicago uniform is their gloves are the brown gloves, and it gives it a real old school feeling. Jay, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome in. All right. I love those old gloves, those brownish gloves. Those are pretty sweet. No, it wouldn't surprise me. That would be just my luck, but that's okay. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do these once in a while. Morgan, what's going on? Welcome in. William McCabe for my Timmies. A week of free coffee. There you go, Scott. I hope that happens from you. We both got Willie, but hopefully McCabe. Here comes Chicago. You got to be careful with the Toronto defense because they don't shoot a whole lot, so I'd be very nervous to take them for scoring. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. Connor Bedard is always a solid pick. Connor Bedard, is it just me? And they're at a stoppage right now. I kind of feel Connor Bedard is being wasted a little bit here on this team. Chicago just not able to really get anything going.
And patience is wearing thin here. Well, better not, because they're nowhere near close to
A quick start here in Chicago, off the draw, back to the line. Here's a shot. Woll taking it off the chest. Rebound in front. Toronto going to clear this one out. Back up top. Bedard back to the line. To the side. Sharp angle shot. Rebound off the boards. Coming right out in front. That's picked up. Here comes Marner. He's going to bank this one off the boards. All the way down. Sorry, I think it wasn't Marner. It was Steves there. They got to start untucking those jerseys. But the cameraman needs to get a better angle. You see one number, and it's like, hey, I think it's this guy. Down in, bouncing around. Oh, a little play there. McCabe had a chance. He backed away from it. Chicago bring this all the way down into the Leafs zone. Bedard with it. He's going to cycle around in the corner. Toronto going to steal, bringing it to the blue line. They're holding it. Steven Lorentz is waiting. Now he's going to play this one backwards. Sharks are closer to finishing their rebuild than the Hawks. Yeah, Hayden, it's crazy. Prep, what's going on? Suppose the strategy with Connor was, if we've got him, no one else does. Valid point. Going to put this over. Here's Tanev. Going to bring this one in. Tanev going to hammer this around. Down in the side. Missed it there. This coming all the way out to the red line. Backing up. Now it's Marner. Marner. Little move. Going cross ice to Nyes. Nyes dropping it. Here's a shot coming around. Matthews reaching for it. Going to grab it. Over to Marner, who swings. Tried to knock it out of the air. Down in the corner. And this coming all the way down. Timmy going to turn. Sending it up ice. Here comes Matthew Nyes. Nyes. Spinorama gets knocked off his feet. Into Tavares. Tavares. He's trying to work it through. Taken away by Teravainen up the middle. Mitch Marner could have absolutely destroyed Seth Jones there as he had his head down. Marner not that tight. Backs away. Jonathan, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's Timmins. A long pass up the ice. In over the line. Tavares flipping it across. Over in front to Willie. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it hits the side of the net. Oh, that would have been sweet. Here comes Chicago back the other way. In over the zone. Here's a shot. Great save by Joseph Woll. Kicking out that leg. This around Chicago going D to D. Up to the face-off dot. Trying to curl around here. Mikheyev with it. He's going to send it back to the line. Here's a shot deflected wide. Riley going to pick it up. Hey, Sam, I need Willie or McCabe for my coffee. Scott, we're cheering it for you. Thank you, Prep. I appreciate it. A little old school Toronto Maple Leaf sweater. And the best part is when you put your hands up to cheer, you got the logos in the pits. The logos in the pits. So everybody knows when you're cheering who you're cheering for. This coming around, I believe was it Jimmy Fallon that was one of the original designers of these? The hands high sweatshirts, part of the Jimmy Fallon design line. Gonna kick this free. Here's a long shot. Wall had to sprinkle back to his net pretty quickly. Down in the corner. Toronto can't get it out. Chicago doing a nice job sending this to the line. Hanging it onto it just barely was Allen. Across. Down in the corner. Brody doing a nice job. Coming around near side of the ice. Toronto's going to regroup. Bobby Mack is going to flip this out. Can't get it to Robertson. I was thinking about adding Robertson as one of the goal scorers tonight, or McMahon as one of the goal scorers tonight, but I just wasn't sure. The bottom six did a great job last night. Tonight's got to be a top six night. Down behind the net, Chicago going to regroup. They're waiting. Here comes the fourth line of the Maple Leafs. Wall is finally playing. That's right. They are in here, and they are tying this one up. This coming around downside. Timmins going to pick it up. Look out, Timmy. He had to turn away real quick. Chicago up on him fast. Chicago's actually doing a nice job being aggressive on the puck carrier. Here they come, trying to bring this through the middle. David Kemp is going to intercept. It comes to Alex Steves. Steves trying to get a return feed. That one doesn't come, and the Hawks going to turn this right back. Vlasic bringing it in. Kemp up on him. Pass coming all the way down to the line. Rich, what's going on? Lori, hello there. Welcome in. Here's a sharp angle shot. That one goes just wide. Have we mentioned the Rantanen rumors yet? He'd be a big, good pickup for 2.2. No, Rich, I have not. I have not heard that one. For 2.2 million, I would be in on that game. This coming to the line. Then you'd have a real interesting decision to make. Do you re-sign him or do you re-sign Marner? Here comes Chicago in over the line, trying to cut through. Bedard all the way up, has the puck taken away. Here comes Mitchell. Marner over the line. He's going to cycle around. Nifty little move. Trying to pass it across. That one doesn't connect. If you missed it off the top, Mitch and Mrs. Marner announced they are expecting today. And as the shot comes through, it's going to be held by Soderblom. So the Marner is expecting a little tyke coming up. And Nylander had the best chance of the game. They're going to a commercial break. They are going to be having a break. But holy smokes, congrats again to the Mariners. Alexander, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. And for anyone else that did just pop in, welcome. Glad to have you along with us. If you're new to our channel, you'll notice we do things a little differently. We like to come in and we like to talk with you. You are a big part of the show. So come in the chat, say hello. But welcome to the Madhouse. We got a lot of stats to show you what's going on. This right here, all these little X's are where all the shots are coming from. So it will give you an idea. This screen right here will show you where the puck is moving around the ice. Now, this is slightly ahead of the call, but you get the idea. And on the far side over there is all the players that are currently on the ice and what their stat lines are. So that way you can be well informed as they're going around. Randy, what's going on? Randy wants a shout out. Randy! What's up, Randy? 6'4", I'd take Rantanen. Oh, good for Marner, for Tiny Marner. 6'4", and he's probably 200 plus pounds. Got some good hands. I love the Zambo. Oh, thank you, Randy. Gotta love the Zambonis. You know, it's funny. I had the boys at hockey practice earlier today. Duke, what's going on? I had the boys at hockey practice, and between practices, before they came on, the Zamboni door went up, the Zamboni started, then the Zamboni shut off, and the door came down. They never cleaned the ice. I was like, that's weird. And then they cleaned the ice after practice, and as we were leaving, we were in the parking lot, and we got to watch the Zamboni dump the snow. That's always fun. You get to see the Zamboni in the rink a lot. Not every day you get to see it outside the rink. So always fun. Gotta love the Zambonis. Real life, virtual, wherever they are. All right, coming back from commercial game. Let's go. For those watching on Twitch, welcome in. Make sure you hit those follow buttons as well. We appreciate it. Spencer, what's going on? Looking forward to the ammunition. Spencer, I love it. 13:31 to go. 6 shots for Chicago, only 1 for Toronto. Not a hot start. Paralife, what's going on? Gordon, welcome in. Love the Marner review at the end of last night's game. They asked him about the... well, I'd be curious, what did he have to say about it? Marner going to feed this one back. Ekman Larson, look out. You had a man coming up on you, but he's back in time to get the icing call. So this coming all the way back down to the Chicago end of the ice. Hard to believe it's Sunday already. Where did this weekend go? This weekend went real quick. We're going to be taking a look over the day tomorrow at what this week's schedule is going to look like. We have a couple conflicts we got to work around, and we're going to get some games posted later on at some point tomorrow, probably. This coming around, there's a big game on Thursday that I'm really looking forward to. Intentionally played the pass from McCarthy's skate. Oh, yes, Randy, I did hear that. He took it off his skate, and he made reference to learning that, you know, from a very young age. I thought that was really cool. Here comes Toronto with it, coming up. So why did you pass to McDavid? Yeah. So let me ask, why did you pass to Connor McDavid? I hear he's a good player. This is coming around. Vlasic going to dump this one in. Wall watching it go around behind the net. Benoit pins his man up on the board. Look out. Nylander picked up the puck. He bobbled it, and it rolls right up on Waugh. He-Man's dad, what's going on? Yeah, we had to get it taken care of. We talked about it last night. We had to get rid of the flow. It was just getting out of control. I said to the barber today, he said, Sam, how short do you want to cut? I said, you know, it doesn't have to be super short. As long as it's still growing, I don't care. Toronto off the draw. They're going to send this one down. Here comes Robertson in the corner. He's going to feather this one across. Here's McMahon with the shot. That one's going wide and all the way down the ice. Racing back for it. Wall comes out of the net. Wall going to grab it. He plays it around behind the net. Wall with a nifty little move. Over to Timmins. Timmins back up and Robertson off the boards. This coming down. Yes, no, I hope this is high scoring. Is Marner auditioning for it? Oh, Randy, that would be something. He would fit in well there. Or is he trying to coerce McDavid to come over to Toronto in a couple of years? Craig, what's going on? Welcome in. Or you walk too close to the weed whacker. Rich, yeah, thank you. Yes, we had the weed whackers hanging up on the garage, and we forgot it was plugged in and on, and I just got too close. Once one side was done, you had to do the other. This is going to be an icing call. 11:36 to go. This backing up. Yeah, my hair is the same. If only He-Man's hair. That's really funny. He-Man's hair, typical 80s hair. You know, it was funny when we were driving in the car today. I was listening on Sirius XM to hair radio, right? Gotta love hair radio, all the old 80s hard rock. And my son goes, is it really called, you know, hair? Like hair on your head? I'm like, yeah, I had to explain in the 80s. All the big bands, and even the early 90s, the big bands had the huge flowing heads of hair. It was awesome. All right, face off in the Leaf zone, off the draw. Chicago winning this one. Back to the line, taking a look, putting this one across. Waiting. Now they're going to feed this one through. That hits the side of the net. Theo, what's going on? I sure did. Ron, welcome in. Roll up the rim starts tomorrow. Love hair radio. Classic. Oh, so good, Randy. Put it on right in time for a little It's So Easy by GNR. It's classic. This up the middle. Cutting through Donato. He's trying to put it across. Marner there to break it up. Charlie, what's going on? Ethan, welcome in, Ethan. Hope you're having an awesome time. Digging this Pat Maroon the goon in there. Has his foot on it. Marner trying to get it away. Marner's not going to win that battle. This off the board's going to come out. Something tells me this game is going to be low scoring. Oh, no, I hope that's not the case. I need some Leafs to score. We need Tavares. We need Nylander. We need Nyes. In a 2-point game for Marner. This in the corner. Lorentz. He's going to feed it in front. David Kemp with a chance to jam it in. That's going to tip up and go to play. Changy, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming. As you are coming, hit that thumbs up for us. Appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe and make sure your notifications are on. This one, Riley went down to block it. It kind of hit his back leg and flipped up, and Marner tried to knock it down. Marner's got 11 points in his last 10 games versus Chicago. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Matthews is playing tonight. This coming all the way down. Toronto trying to get back. Chicago's doing a really nice job moving this puck. 10-20. Toronto only has one shot on net. Here comes Willie. Willie coming all the way down. Going to get knocked off his stick. Down around. Tavares going to send it back over. Nylander letting it go. To the line. Tanev up to Nylander. He misses that one again. Misses a third time. Willie a little off. Down to McCabe. McCabe over to Tanev. Tanev going to flip this back around. Here comes Nylander again. He misses another pass. So this is what happens when I pick guys to score. They start having bad games. Can't do Tim's picks, so I don't care who scores. There you go, Hayden. Most of the Four Nations Canadian teams seem to be tired. Not much on the score sheet. Yeah, it'll take them a couple games to get in. I'm sure after that win, they had a little celebration. And then it's a quick turnaround to get back to their NHL teams. In Bedard, I trust. I know, Noah. Always happens to me. That's why I don't usually make picks, but we're going to start doing it to have some fun. This down around in the corner. Chicago back up through the middle. Toronto trying to cut them off. A little nice play here by Benoit, taking his man to the side. Chicago still with it, though. Back to the line. Cross ice to Allen. His shot is blocked. Alex Steves is breaking. He wants the pass. Came on the wrong side. He was looking left. It came to his right. Comes all the way down. Icing is waved off. Allen going to pick it up. He's going to carry it. Chicago now coming forward. Into the zone. Cutting around the corner. Here's a nice shot. Nice rush here by Lucas Reichel. And this comes all the way down. Oilers got smoked 2 games already. Skinner as fast as a snail. Talking about getting smoked. Well, it really has nothing to do with getting smoked. Alex Ovechkin putting up a hat trick today. Ovi with a hat trick. He's what, like 12 goals now or something like that? He's very close. In the corner, Domi trying to center it in front to McMahon. Back in the corner it goes. Kicked out, intercepted by Robertson. Robbie to the line. Ekman Larson. He shoots. That one is blocked. This is going to come out. 13. Yeah, he's getting close. Lucky number 13 for Alex Ovechkin. This across. Robertson. Nice pass. Domi with a shot and a great save. Domi just cannot buy a goal at all. They're going to go to commercial break. Oscar, what's going on? A trick by Ovi with an empty netter. Ovi is just... Listen, I'm happy for the guy. I prefer Gretzky to keep the record, but it's going to happen. And it was nice to see Ovechkin score a couple of goals where he actually had to move, right? I don't want him to break the record just standing on the faceoff dot, firing them on power plays. Randy, I would gotta believe when Ovechkin is getting down to a couple of goals. Now, he's not going to score a trick every night. But I gotta believe if he gets to the point where he's 1 away or 2 away, Gretzky will probably be there. And I also wouldn't be shocked if they stop the game whenever it happens, stop the game and have a ceremony right then and there. We've only seen that happen a handful of times, right, where they actually put the game on pause to celebrate. Blended, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you, Blended. Hope you're doing well. Domi and Minton for Braden Shen. Ooh, so Domi I'd have no problem with. Don't get me wrong. I'd have no problem with Domi. Fraser Minton, good prospect, potential. Braden Shen, I could probably have my arm twisted. Antonio, how's it going? Rebecca, what's going on? I see you get here. It looks much better. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it. But Blended, I could probably have my arm twisted if it was Braden Shen and maybe something else, a small piece or a draft pick coming back. As long as they don't then go and trade Easton Cowan, right? They can't trade both of them. I prefer they keep Cowan over Minton, but I think that would be okay, especially if they then go and make a move to bring the other Shen back, Luke Shen, back to Toronto. Reunite the Shen brothers together. I think that would be fun. And I could have my arm twisted to make that move. This coming around. Here's a long shot down in front. Matthews can't grab it. Back to the line again. Side of the net. Coming in front. Trying to drag this one through was Marner. He couldn't. This is going to come back. A little flip pass. Matthews to Marner. Marner overskated it. He's going to put this across, and Toronto going to dump this one in. That's going to go up and out of play. I would keep Cowan over Minton too. Yeah, I think that's the way. That's the right move. You got, I mean, Alex Steves, who's dominating the AHL, came in and had a 2-point night last night. Alex Steves is showing he can play. You know, if he is going to be that good, maybe you get something at a Minton while you can. I mean, it's always a tough call, right? Because those are the guys that always end up biting you in the butt when they go somewhere else and just have a phenomenal career. Trying to feed this to Tavares in the slot. He has that one knocked away. Yeah, Morgan, I would be okay with that as well. I would be okay with that as well. Bring him in and bring Shannon. Then you got a solid, deep physical defense. This is going to be dumped around, down in the corner. Trying to keep this on. Tristan says keep Minton. It would really have to be a great move. No icing call as Morgan Riley gets taken out on the comeback. No call there as Ilya Mikheyev takes down Morgan Riley, and then Mikheyev gets hit. Matthews is going to pass this one over to Nylander. Nylander cut through the middle, trying to thread it through. Can't do it. Guys, you got to spread out. 3 Leafs all together. Back to Timmins. He's going to blast, and that one's going to go wide. 90.7 miles an hour for Timmins. Gemini has just come up with your answer about Ovechkin breaking the record. Ovechkin is 13 from tying, 14 from breaking it. There you go, Todd. Thank you. 13 from the tie, 14 for breaking it. Hey, maybe Ovechkin ties the record and then announces his retirement. So they share the record. Trying to thread it in front. That can't happen. This coming really out. Probably a really horrible question to bring up, but what if you got rid of Matthews and kept Cowan and Minton? Ooh, I don't think there's any realm of possibility. Here's a shot right on. That's blocked. I don't think there's any possibility or any chance they move Matthews. Matthews is here to stay. This being dumped all the way down. Tanev is going to go back and pick it up. But it's certainly interesting, right? Especially with Connor McDavid becoming a free agent in a couple seasons. You know, maybe there's a world at that time where, you know, you expect to land McDavid. Here's Robertson coming with a shot. Rebound comes right back to him. He's looking, another shot by Robertson. That gets high and goes around. Back in the corner. Can't feed it a third time over for Domi. Comes to the line. This one is played in. 5.5 minutes to go. Very, very fast game. McDavid to the Rangers. I don't know, Noah. This coming back, a shot knocked down. Rangers also going to have close cap issues like Toronto, but it'll be interesting to see when that time comes. Jeff, what's going on? Welcome. Here's a long shot by Raymond. Nice little save there. Joseph Wall. This coming to the line. Chicago just in offside right as the clock strikes 5 minutes. 5 minutes left to go, and they're going to take a commercial break. It would be certainly interesting, whatever happens with Connor McDavid. You know, I don't think he's going to re-sign in Edmonton. I don't know if they will have the money. Suplex City, what's going on, Michael? The team has started to come together. They really, really have. It's tough to predict at this point. I think we got to kind of see what happens at the trade deadline and see kind of the health. But I think they have a decent shot at having a nice little run. Their goaltending is certainly much, much improved. Would you pick up those two over Matthews in a fantasy pool? I would not. I would take Matthews over those two in a fantasy pool any day. So Edmonton went out and they signed this huge deal with Draisaitl, right? They have Bouchard, who's going to need some money. They need to invest some money in their goaltending. Clearly, Skinner isn't working out, so they need to invest some money in their goalie situation. They have a couple other players to sign. I don't know if they're going to have the kind of money they're going to need to sign McDavid. Now, in fairness, over the next 3 years, the salary cap is going up, so maybe they find some room. And Toronto's in the same problem, right? They're going to have to make some decisions and some cap management. But I think with Connor McDavid being from the Toronto area, seeing the team they've put together and, you know, some of the deals they've signed, knowing these players are going to be around for a while, maybe that's enough to want him to come over. RK, what's going on? Trade Habs fans to the AHL. RK, always coming in with the quips. Love it. I think they will sign McDavid over a goaltender. See, and no, I think that's a mistake because you got to put some kind of investment into your goaltenders. And there's a little bit of a celebration here.
Goes back to the days of the building across the street, the Chicago Stadium. A wonderful, wonderful man. And
McDavid is the best player. He really is, Noah. And that's why if he was to test free agency, he goes anywhere he wants to go for whatever amount of money he wants. So nice little celebration there for Chicago. Putting this back around. It might not be their choice. They may make him the offer and he may just outright decline it. Tristan, it was for the musician in the building. John, what's going on? Welcome in. Toronto's lucky to have overperforming goaltenders. Yes, they absolutely are. They are certainly worth, the way they're playing now, they are both worth more than they are making. This coming around. Chicago going to flip this one up, trying to get in the zone. Ekman Larson can't keep this one there. Now he gets it back. He's going to play it around. 4:20 to go in this game. No goals on the board. Only 3 shots for the Maple Leafs. Nice playing it back. Little catch in the Maple Leaf zone. They got to get going. Here comes Nylander. Nylander, nice move. Take it to the house, Willie. Over to Tavares. Tavares stopping. He's going to feed it to the line. Here's a blast by Timmins. That gets blocked. He's going to throw this in the corner. Picked up by Holmberg, sending it around. Too far for Tavares. Timmins is going to pinch up. He's going to carry this around. Gets it to Tavares. He tried to feed it to the slot. Nobody was there. Chicago getting it out, but Holmberg is back, and he's going to get this one. Vlad is going to be a Yankee. Yeah, Noah, I have a feeling you might be correct on that one. I heard McDavid wants to sign in Arizona. No comment. This coming around, Chicago on the move. Over the line, working up. What Toronto did to Vladdy is just horrendous. And I know there's some Blue Jay fans here in the chat, and I got to tell you, Freak, what's going on? Thank you very much. I got to tell you, they got to do something with this front office of the Blue Jays. I mean, it's been a couple of seasons now. They've done nothing to help this team. And the way they did Vladdy dirty sends a really bad message. Vladdy said he would never play for the Yanks. Vladdy will be going to the Braves match. Blendon, I know he said that. I think he fully intended on staying here in Toronto. But unless something changes, I mean, he said he didn't want to negotiate during the season. His deadline has passed. I don't think he's going to stay. Coming around the side, picked up. I mean, I hope that's true. You know, I hope he does go to the Braves or somewhere else. I'd hate to see him go to the Yankees or the Red Sox, but it may be the case. But we'll see. We got him until at least November unless we trade him away. Here's Chicago. 2:40 to go. 2:40, going to move this one up. Over the line, cross ice, Toronto going to intercept. Toronto going to turn. On his horse is Domi. Domi coming in over the line. Stops. Drops it back to the line. Ekman Larson. Here's a shot. That one goes wide. Down in the corner coming around. Chicago going to pick up the loose puck. Carrying this one over the red line. Down in. Toronto, Ekman Larson picking this one up. And we got 2:15 to go. Long pass. Domi going to bring this again. He slow plays it in. Toronto, how was that not offside? Here's a shot by Robertson. And Soderblom is going to hang on to it. You know, talking about World Series there, I watched a phenomenal documentary on Prime earlier today called Sevens. And I think it's about 5 or 6 episodes, and it's all about different Game 7s. So the first one was about the Red Sox and the Yankees, Game 7, Pedro Martinez versus Roger Clemens. What a great show. The next episode is about Wayne Gretzky and the Oilers, one of their Game 7s. I look forward to watching that one. Here's a long pass, hits the skate, rolls in on front, and that's going to be grabbed and held. So we need Nyes to get going here. We need Nyes to put one in, find a way. welcoming everybody. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't yet hit that thumbs up button for us. We'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe as well. Glad you enjoy. Oh my goodness, Noah, absolutely. Here's Matthews off the draw, going across, Nyes in front, spinning away. He's trying to get open. Marner with it. Marner going to curl this one around behind the net. Matthews ran into Nyes, and now Chicago going to pick it up. They're going to flip this one all the way there. Trying to turn around. Sam, what's going on? Welcome. Here's a long shot. That one's knocked down. The Hawks bring it up again. It's Bedard cycling around. Back to the line. Here's a blast, and it's knocked down in front. Toronto can't clear, and we got a penalty. It's a penalty. Minor penalty, cross-checking. Tanev to the box. Now the Chicago Blackhawks have a better penalty, better power play, and a better penalty kill than Toronto. On special teams, they have been doing a really excellent job. So there, Tanev just gets a cross-check on Slaggert, and he goes down. Cross-checking is the call. 1:38 to go here in the period. Chicago's coming out and playing real strong. Marner picks up the puck. He's going to slide this all the way down the ice. Nice job there. Oh no, Marner's mom. There she comes. A little slow to show up. I still love that one. Works most of the time. McKay back. Lisa, how's it going? Welcome in. I am doing well, thank you. Hope you are doing great as well. Down on the side, trying to bring this around to the line. Looking. Chicago getting it set up. 1 minute to go. Last minute to play.
Last minute of play in this period.
Teravainen. Chicago has a man in front. He was right in Wall's face. Here's a long shot. That one is blocked. Picked up, and Toronto going to clear this one down the ice. They're going to go switch up. Get some fresh legs going on. 42 seconds to go. Chicago on the power play. They're 28% at home. Toronto doing a nice job so far. Down around the side, Tyler Bertuzzi going to play this one back. Off the boards, over to Donato. Donato to Teravainen, back to Bedard, across. Teravainen to Bedard. He's at the bottom of the faceoff circle, now to the half boards. Kicking it to the line. Little behind the back pass, a blast from the slot. Tyler Bertuzzi. Oh, he puts it in from his knees. M&M, what's going on? With 10.5 seconds left, a little battle in front. It's going to be Teravainen, not Bertuzzi. I thought Bertuzzi got that one in. Teravainen picks up his 500th career point, and Chicago takes the lead. Big battle in front. Bertuzzi right in front of Wall. Wall giving him some pushes with the trapper, and it gets knocked down, and Teravainen just picks it up, and Wall is down and out. He made the initial stop. Doesn't see this pass coming across, and Teravainen just flips it in. Now, hang on a second. We got a little kick towards Joseph Wall here. Are they going to review and challenge this for potential goaltender interference? I didn't catch that the first time. It was very, very faint. I don't really think this was enough to have interfered, but a kicking motion nonetheless from Bertuzzi back towards Wall. Nope, there's going to be no challenge. 10 seconds to go. This period is going to come to an end with a 1-0 Chicago lead. Hey, Randy, yes. A different game than last night. All right. First period is in the books. Here we go. 1-0 is the score. I can't believe it. The Zambonis are out. We got everything set to go. Let's just organize here a little bit. I think I gotta make me a little bit bigger. There we go. There we go. That feels a little bit better. All right, welcome in. Henson, welcome in. Hey, you got my new haircut today. Yes, we got it. Got a little trim. And you got yours as well. That's how we do it. Eminem, I hope you're doing well. All right, let's take a look. 11 shots for Chicago, only 5 for Toronto. Not a good start. 8 hits for Toronto, 3 for Chicago. So Toronto outplaying them physically, winning in the faceoff circle 9-7 with that goal. It's a power play goal, and they go 1-for-1. Taro Teravainen gets it from Bertuzzi and Donato. Taking a look, 5-3 on the giveaway marker. Not bad. 2-1 on the takeaways, 7-6 in the blocked shots. Losing to the Blackhawks is crazy. Yeah. Hey, listen, it's only one period. It's not like we're down 6 or 7. A lot of games on the schedule today, of course, coming back after the First Nations Cup. Everybody is trying to get in action. A lot of doubleheaders. The Capitals absolutely roasted the Oilers today, 7-3, in which Alex Ovechkin picked up the hat trick. So 7-3 Caps over Oilers, 5-3 Rangers over the Penguins. And right now, currently in action, 3-1 the Blues over the Avalanche, 4-2 the Red Wings over the Ducks. Those are important points for them. 3-0 Devils over the Predators, and Lightning 1-0 over the Kraken. Some important points for the Lightning. Stars are up 1-0 over the Islanders. Marty, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's pull up, because after last night, there were a bunch of changes in the standings. I believe we'll win. Eminem, I believe we're going to win too. I believe. I'm not going to sing. Don't worry, but I believe, and this is going to be a good one. And I need some of these Leaf players to start scoring, because right now our little parlay here is not fending too well. Let's see here. I'll have to read that after. So yeah, we need to start scoring some goals. How many more? So he's, what was it, 13 to tie, 14 to break it, Rich. 13 more to tie. And he's going to do it. I mean, he's got lots of time to do it. They've only played 57 games out of 82. So he's got time. Lots of room to pick up 12 goals or 13 goals. Sam, keep believing in no singing. Absolutely, Carson. Sometimes it just comes out. All right, after last night's games, things are getting a little closer. Florida with 71 points in first place. Toronto in second with 70 points. So the Maple Leafs looking tonight to pass or tie the Florida Panthers for top spot in the Atlantic Division. Here's Matthew Nyes. Let's listen in real quick.
Just got to hit the net. I think we're missing it too much, and breaking them out. I think the more we can hit the net and create chances and rebounds and stuff like that, it's going to help us a lot.
When you're out there against Bedard, what do you have to be aware of?
Yeah, obviously he's fast on transition, has a great shot. So you just got to take his space away, and I think I think we did a good job, but I think we could do better.
What stands out about how Austin and Mitch have come back off that emotional Four Nations?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was difficult, not a lot of rest, but, they stepped up for us, and, they're playing big minutes, and, we're really going to need them for tonight.
Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
There you go, Matthew Nyes. Matthew Nyes knows what it's all about. He's a solid playing. Cottaging, what's going on? Cottaging, we got a big parlay going on here tonight. We got a bit. You've inspired us. We're going to start having some fun from time to time. And we are taking John Tavares for an anytime goal, Nylander and Nyes for anytime goals. So 3 for the Leafs, and Mitch Marner to come away with 2 points tonight. Oh, and of course, Toronto on the money line. Forgot about that one. So a Toronto win with Tavares, Nylander, and Nyes scoring, and Marner picking up 2 points. Let's see if the Leafs can turn this one around for us, because it'll be a whole lot of fun. We're going to start doing this from time to time, putting these crazy little things together and seeing how we're going to do. So, we're just going to have some fun. All right, so let's go back to the standings. So Toronto trying to catch them. Tampa Bay, this is important points, because if Toronto does lose, Tampa Bay, if they can hang on and win, they will pick up 2 points and sit 2 points back of Toronto. That probably not going to hit. No, probably not, but that's all the fun of it, right? We do something a little crazy and see what happens. In the Metropolitan, Washington's so far out in advance, but with the Carolina loss last night and with New Jersey winning, if New Jersey can hang on and pull out the win, they will tie Carolina with 70 points apiece. And in the wild card, Detroit and Ottawa are sitting there with 62 points apiece. Columbus also with 62 points, but they don't have the tiebreak. Detroit could hang on and could move up to 64 points and help solidify their space. The Boston Bruins at 61 points. They're in a position where they could move up. The New York Rangers are sitting at 60 points now, so that's good for them. They are still within striking distance. So the East is going to be very, very, very competitive. Should you leave Connor Bedard alone in front of the net? Nope. We should take away his space. That's really, really funny. Have you ever watched a hockey game? No. Would you ever leave Connor McDavid? Would you leave anybody named Connor wide alone in front of the net? Oh, my goodness. In the West is also getting a little exciting. Of course, Winnipeg running away in the Central. Dallas sitting there at 74 points. Minnesota is 2 points behind them. Vegas at 74 points. The Oilers 2 points behind Vegas, and they could have tied it up, but they did not. Los Angeles at 67 points. They are kind of trying to close that gap a little bit. And in the wild card scenario, Colorado at 68 points. They're hanging on. Vancouver at 63 and Calgary at 60. So we need Vancouver to catch Colorado and Calgary as well, because we want to see both those Canadian teams find a way in. So these standings are going to get very interesting. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Welcome in everybody on Twitch as well. Thanks for following along. Hope you're all enjoying the show. Now, one of the things we haven't looked at in quite some time with all the tournament stuff going on is in the National Hockey League. Who's ahead? Who's behind? How are the individual players doing? B Disney, what's going on? B Disney, I sent your prize over to you today, and Daryl, if you're watching, yours as well. You both hopefully did receive them in your emails. So for the skaters, Hockey Kid, welcome back. Nathan McKinnon, he's leading everybody, but barely. 87 points. 1 point behind him is Leon Draisaitl with 86. Kucherov in third with 82 points, followed up by McDavid and Mitch Marner to round it out. Marner hanging around. He's got 71 points on the year, looking to get back and get things going. Leon Draisaitl, 42 goals. He's kind of running away with it. William Nylander is next in line, second in the league in goals with 33. So nice season there by Willie. Braden Point, Mark Scheifele, and Sam Reinhart all in third with 31 goals. And just behind them is Kyle Connor with 30. Alex Ovechkin has now climbed up to 29 goals on the year. He's having a heck of a season. In the assist side, Nathan McKinnon, 66 assists. Nikita Kucherov with 57. And Mitch Marner, third in the league with 55 assists. And just behind him is Connor McDavid with 50. So Marner, third in assists. And that is awesome. And he's kind of in the top in the points as well. Game-winning goals, Leon Draisaitl leads the way with 9. But down on this list in 1, 2, 3, and fourth spot is John Tavares and Willie Nylander. They're tied with Jack Hughes with 7 game-winning goals apiece. That is awesome. Great for them. Plus minus, Marchenko, he leads the way, or I guess he's tied with Protas at plus 32. McNabb at plus 31. McDonough plus 31. Eichel and Forslinger plus 30. And why is plus minus so important? Why do we even bother looking at this category? Well, it means you're on the ice more when your team is scoring, which means you're probably contributing one way or another to those goals. You're not on the ice a lot when being scored upon. Who is the most dastardly, devilish, dirty player in the league? Well, hey, leading in penalty minutes, it's Big Z, Nikita Zadorov. He has 117 penalty minutes. Brady Tkachuk is in second with 101 minutes. And Brady Tkachuk, there's a lot of talk going on with him. Cottaging, you bet on this game like you. Cottaging, who did you take? What did you take here? There you go. B Disney, you are very, very, very welcome. Thank you for all of the support. And I believe, B Disney, if I'm not a mistake, you are a multi-prize winner here on the channel. There's only a couple, but I believe you are a multi-prize winner. I think Daryl might be as well. So congrats to you both. Plus minus is confusing, but you get a plus when you're on the ice when your team scores. You get a minus if you're on the ice when your team gets scored on. Correct, except on the special teams situations. If you are on a penalty kill, you do not get a minus. But that's exactly it. A plus when you score, a minus when you're scored upon. JT Cole, Leafs win 3-2. Mitch assists, Nylander goal. Nice. Hopefully it comes through. Hopefully that is the case and they pull it out. Dirtiest player in the league, the Boston Bruins. They should give the whole team. They really should. He's the only one. Is there any other Bruin? Oh, Mark Kastelik is on this list as well. So 2 Bruins top it. Arbor Jackeye is on there as well. For the goalies, Connor Hellebuck, 34 wins this year. I mean, he is just an absolute machine. Jake Ottinger with 26 wins. Vasilevsky with 25 wins. They're playing awesome. Hellebuck with 6 shutouts. Jake Allen for the Devils with 4 shutouts. Saros with 4. Lankinen with 4. You know what's funny? How does UC Saros have 4 shutouts and he looked absolutely horrible in the Four Nations Cup and has not been playing well for the Preds. Waifu Waves, welcome in. Toronto, go, go, go. Welcome to the show. Hopefully they will go, go, go. They need to pick it up and get going. When we talk about goals against average, and this is kind of a funny one because it doesn't stipulate how many minutes you have to have played to get on this list. But Connor Hellebuck is there with 206. Freddie Anderson is 212. Stolarz is at 214, all on this list. Save percentage, Stolarz is second with a 928. Marcus Högberg is number 1 at a 947 by the Islanders, but I have a feeling Stolarz has played more games. So 928 there, doing a nice job. If we scroll down to special teams, Nikita Kucherov, and who scored for Chicago? It was Teuvo Teravainen. Teravainen has the goal for Chicago. Kucherov, the most special team power play points, followed by Lucas Raymond with 28, Jack Hughes with 27, Makar and McKinnon with 26. Shorthanded points, it's Anthony Cirelli with 6, Jake Evans with 6, Brendan Hagel with 6, and Sammy Reinhart with 6. So those are some of the individual statistics and who is where, and always fun to look at. Let's see here. Guys think which one is one. I don't think it's one yet. Hopefully Toronto can come back and get this one done. Hopefully the Leafs can find a way to really press in this second period. Now remember, they have played more of a second and third period game this season, right? First periods, other than last night, first periods have been a little slow, but they're known to play much better in the second and thirds. You did receive it. Awesome. And there you go. Second win. See, it pays. It pays to be a long-time subscriber here. You never know when you can pull out the W. Thank you, Daryl. Appreciate it. When we take a look at team stats, actually, we only got 3 minutes left. We'll save the team stats for another time. We will break all of those down. Coming up this week, I'm thinking Toronto is one. Hopefully they can pull it out. There's a couple big games coming up later in this week that I am very, very excited for. First of all, Thursday night hockey is going to be the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. The Oilers and the Panthers. We're going to bring you that game here, cover some Oilers action. That is going to be fun. So we're going to see McDavid, Draisaitl and team as they battle the Florida Panthers. And you never know, that could be a Stanley Cup final matchup. So we're going to have that on Thursday night. Friday night is the New York Rangers and the Toronto Maple Leafs, a little Friday night hockey battle. Those two games we're going to have on for sure. We have some conflicts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that we're trying to work through. So I don't know which days we're going to be streaming and whatnot then, but we'll definitely get something back up. So streaming Sam in my house in college and my TV is not working. Oh no. Well, listen, I am very glad to be here streaming for all of you. I appreciate you hanging out. You know, we like to have fun, and we certainly are gonna ham it up and have a good time. But let's get that popcorn out, as Urisi says. Get that popcorn out, and let's get ready, because period number 2 is going to be a much improved period. I just got a feeling. Keep your notifications on, Dallas. That's a great point. YouTube has been rolling out a bunch of phased updates and changes. And every time this happens, inevitably, some people get automatically unsubscribed, their accounts get reset, their notifications get turned off. So make sure your notifications are still on. I can't tell you how many people, when this happens, reach out and say, Sam, I didn't know you were live. Make sure your notifications are on. Make sure your subscription is still on, because I hate when that happens. Watching this channel on YouTube, on TV, and my computer, bigger screen. Oh, Daryl. You know, it's funny. We have so many people, when I look at the numbers, because I'm a numbers bug, I study the analytics way more than is healthy. And when I see those TV numbers so high, the amount of people watching on the TV, it makes me a little self-conscious. I got to get some makeup or something going on. You know, got to get TV ready. But I appreciate Daryl, and I appreciate everybody who puts us up on the big screen and watches us that way for sure. If I win my bets, I'm getting a new TV. There you go. I'm feeling deep inside. Oh, yeah. And tell everyone, 2 friends. Yeah, if everyone tells 2 friends, it'll be cooking. We'll be cruising. Who is Nyes playing with? Nyes is playing with Matthews and Marner still on that top line. And Nyes is looking okay. Nyes has looked okay. Marner's looked okay. But you know what? Matthews, not so much. Matthews is not looking okay. And we noticed this last night. We obviously noticed it in the Four Nations. But we noticed it last night. He's having some real problem controlling the puck. He is really having problems controlling the puck. And hopefully, hopefully this is just a glitch, right? It's a glitch in the matrix. We hope this gets sorted out real quick. Murph, what's going on? Trey Matthews. Murph's all on the Matthews trade train. Set to go run him out of town. And bonus likes, you can give one on your computer. Oh, Daryl, I didn't know that. There you go. Thank you very much. You should do a platinum blonde retro game night. You never know who might watch. You know what? We used to do a retro show where we get together and we would talk all things retro, and it was a blast. It was so much fun. We totally should do a retro game night. That would be great. All right, time to get back to the game, because me and my housemates bet it enough to buy. There you go. Cottaging, make sure they're all subscribed. Carson coming in with the 199 foam finger. Carson, you know what that means? You know what that means? It means somebody stole my foam finger. Somebody stole the foam finger. Let's get set for period number 2. Carson, thank you so much. There we go. Carson, you did it. Boom. Bringing out the foam finger every time we see that foam finger super chat coming in. We break it out. Thank you, Carson. Let's go. Back at it. Period number 2. Top line out for Toronto. Let's play some hockey, shall we? Let's go, boys. Retro game night, but my duck hunt gun is broken. Off the draw. Chicago going to win this. They're going to bring it all the way back. They are since 9th. Ah, awesome. Well, thank you to your roommates. This coming around. Down in the corner. Tanev going to work through it. He said, ooh, dangerous pass in front of his own net. McCabe going to get it up to Nyes. Nyes bringing this one in, leaving it for Matthews. Matthews cross for Marner. Marner pulling the trigger. That one goes wide. Down in the corner. Lala's place. What's going on? In the corner. Lala's place. Did you let him win or did you beat him real good? Here comes Bedard. Bedard over the line. Going to send this one around. Trying to work it through. Chicago trying to get it, but Toronto doing a nice job defensively. They got to get more shots on net. They're going to give this one to Marner. His pass, that is errant. Ekman Larson back over to him. We're playing Arc. I don't know that game. This down. Oh, Dan, love me some Fortnite. I haven't played the new season yet, but I got to get that new Pickle character because he's awesome. This coming all the way down. Over the line, Chicago bringing it in, cutting towards the net. Shot going to be knocked down. Nice save by Wall. In the corner, playing through. Survival Evolved. Great game. Oh, nice. Working around. Here's a cross-ice pass, looking to take a shot. Doesn't come through. Now this one goes wide. Playing it around. I got to stream over on Twitch. I got to stream a little bit more Got to get some NHL 25 going on. Not liking the new season. The weapons are terrible. Oh no, Dan, that's not good. In the corner, working through. Chicago back to the line, teeing it up. Nope, going cross ice. Here's a shot. Wall is down, makes the save. He's going to gobble up the rebound and hang on to it. Thank you, Hockey Kid. That's the way to do it. Yeah, we're going to get some more NHL 25 going on Twitch. We did a couple of games for the Four Nations face-off tournament. That was all right. I did start playing, was it Fallen Jedi? Whatever the new one is. That's now on PS Plus. Man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I might stream some of that as well. You stream on Wednesdays. Oh, nice, Lala. This coming around. Lala, send me an email with your handle. Oh wait, I know it. Do I know what your handle is? I don't know. Send me an email with your handle. I'll check it out. This coming around back to the line. Here's a long shot. Doesn't get through. Chicago's going to block that one. Good night, Munchie. What's going on? Welcome in. This down. Here's a kick, and that's going to be a nice stop. Not on Twitch. Ah, okay. Trying to play this one through. Yeah, I'm going to get some more of that Twitch going. Trying to come through. Oh, Hockey Kid. I don't give it out, unfortunately. I keep it a little private. And I don't usually play all that much. It's usually my boys that play. I kind of steal the controller from them and get a couple matches in. Here comes the Hawks. In over the line. Little shake and bake to get around Marner. Trying to feed it in front. That gets knocked down. Timmins turning, getting it up to Matthews. Matthews flipping to Benoit. Benoit going to carry this one in. He's going to not drop it. Instead, he puts it down low. Matthews steals this one. Feeding it over to the side. Matthew Nyes with a backhand right on. Oh, I needed that one. Here's Marner shooting, and he misses. Benoit stepping in. Wait, you play NHL 25? No, you're not, Cottaging. That's crazy. They're diving on it as the Chicago goaltender is down. This is going to be brought up. And that's going to go up and out of play. Cottaging, that's amazing. I'm like a billion in the world. I'm so bad at it. I find the play control very different from when I used to play it more often. It was tough getting used to. Hey, Lucas, good to see ya. That's right. The nice thing about Fortnite, it is free. What I'm really looking forward to, and you PC and Xbox people have it already, is the Indiana Jones game. That new Indiana Jones game is not coming out on PlayStation until later in the year. Off the draw, Leafs going to win this one. Cycling it around, it's the fourth line. Here's a shot there for Steves, and it's kicked away. This coming all the way back. Toronto, Riley in their own zone, getting it organized, looking to regroup, and they can't. They got to go back and do it again. Here's Riley. I have a PS4. My son's on it most of the time. Oh, here's a 2-on-1. Toronto coming in, shooting, rebound. Oh, no, that was part of the stick. Lawrence took a shot. It hit the knob of the stick, and I think that broke off. I saw a little piece of stick came loose. Here's Steves who shoots, and that one goes wide. Thank you, Lala's Place. Appreciate it. So Toronto coming so close twice. Here's Nylander, a shot right on, and that's going to be grabbed and held. So, hang on a second. This got really confusing. Oh, no, it was a broken stick there before. So the shot came on, and when Lawrence shot it, it hit the knob of the broken stick on the ice. It went up, and then it hit the stick. I think that hit more of the shoulder. So nice job as the puck and the butt of the stick went flying at the goaltender, and he made that huge save. Have my son's here next Saturday. There you go. It's that time, right? It's that midwinter haircut time. I started online gaming because my son used to play Halo. Oh, Dan, Halo was awesome. I loved Halo. It is a change. I got my first NHL game, NHL 2009. Nice. Yeah, it's very, very different. Down in the corner. Taking a look, Tavares. Kicking it out in front. You know, sports gaming really changed in the year 2000 with Sega Dreamcast when they came out with the first 2K games. All those first 2K games really changed the landscape of sports gaming. Here coming in front, Tavares with a nice feed. Ethan, I really, really hope Toronto's going to pull this one out, but they're making me nervous now. Nylander in the corner. He's trying to come out. He still has it with a backhand over the stick. And Bobby McMann is going to pick this one up. Bobby Mack kind of tied up in the corner. Comes to Domi. Domi trying to feed it in front for McMahon. He tries to go between the legs. And we got a penalty? Yes, we do. We got a hold coming up. So the Maple Leafs will go to the power play. So what I need here is I need Marner to feed it to Nylander or Tavares or Nyes for a goal. One of those three can score. Nylander, Tavares, or Nyes. I need one of them to score. I won't get mad if one of the others do, but I need one of those three. That's right, 13 away. Yeah, Lucas, he's definitely going to do it at this point. I don't even think it's a question. It's just a matter of which game it's going to happen in. So here we go. Toronto with the man advantage. Looking to even this one back up. Let's make it good. Let's make it count. Off the draw, right on the goaltender. Had to put that paddle down. Chicago going to clear. Leafs going 5 forwards. Yet again, no defense. Marner kind of plays that defensive position. Passes it up. Nyes misses it. It's going to roll down. Soderblom setting it up. Going to send this around. It's going to go out of play. And they're saying it touched the glass, so no delay game penalty. Same here, not lying. Matthew Nyes. Let's get one for Nyesy. Nyes has been such a consistent player for this Leaf team. Off the draw, again, Chicago winning it. Chicago winning these key draws. Toronto can't knock it down. Gonna come, Wall. He's gonna stop it. Wall with a little head fake. Now he's gonna play it back. Here's Matthews. Matthews gonna pick it up. The good thing when Matthews carries it is there's no drop back pass. He's gonna give it to Tavares. Tavares to Matthews. Hops over his stick and goes right on. In the corner, Hawks gonna play this one out again. They're gonna carry it. Now they roll it down. Marner has to go get it. Absolutely nothing doing here for the Maple Leafs on the power play. Marner going to carry this one up. He's going to feed it over to Matthews. Matthews stopping, playing it in the corner. Nylander going in, can't get there. Chicago there first. What is happening? This is dreadful. 1 minute gone here in this power play. Toronto needs to get it going. Let's wake up, boys. Going to come through. Back in the corner. Robertson, the B squad, is coming out. Robertson going to pick this one up. Nick Robertson with a nice little play to steal it. He's going to give it to Matthews. He has it hop over his stick. Matthews to the line. Little bounce pass from Marner to Domi. Domi down low. Back to Domi. Give it to Mitchell. There it is. Let Mitch touch it. Over to Domi. Domi shooting, looking for a deflection in front from McCann, but he can't. And that's a nice stop by Soderblom with 27 seconds to go. I think it's better to play the power play in the offensive zone. Do you think the Leafs should try that? Yeah, right, Rich? Hey guys, coach here, special teams coach. So when we have the man advantage, what we want to do is get in their zone. We want to pass it around, and then we want to shoot it. We want to put pucks on their net. We don't want to play outside. We don't want to play the power play in our zone. That doesn't work for us. Let's go. This being dumped down in the corner. This coming around. Riley on the move. He's going to put it up to Domi. Domi, he's getting checked. And Riley helps him out, putting this in the corner. Bobby McMann going in. 10 seconds left to go. Comes to Domi in front for Robertson, and he scores! Little Nicky with a power play goal. How you doing? And that's what you do. Unfortunately, that does not help my parlay in any situation. But Little Nicky with a big goal here to tie this game up at once. There we go. Hey, Phil, what's going on? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Did you miss anything? Oh, not much. We are now all tied up. Hey, maybe I should enter the goals in our little ticker here. That would be nice. So here we go. We're going to update this now. Toronto just ties it up. Big goal for Robertson. Sorry, I'm updating our ticker as we speak. Toronto Robertson. His 9th power play from Domi. Domi and McMahon. There we go. 1-1. Chicago coming right back. Going to flip this one down in the corner. This coming around, trying to get it going. We got 12-10 to go here in this period. David Kempf going to feather this one back. Yet again, it's a bottom 6 goal. Nick Robertson. Huge. In the corner, Chicago going to regroup. Here comes Toronto switching up. A big power play goal. They needed that one. Both goals have now come with the man advantage here today. This being played up. Chicago going to bring this one into the Leaf zone. Cutting towards the middle. Nice move. Tavares able to pick it up. Go, T, go. He's going to give it over to Nylander. Nylander dropping it for Tavares, and they both let it go, and Timmins can't get it. Tavares tried to steal it back. Bringing this one all the way down is Lucas Reichel. Playing it into the Toronto zone. Coming up on the boards. Squeezing it there as Wall tried to clear it. This down around. Your friend won. There you go. Nice. A nice little pick. Oh, there's a dirty hit. Reichel absolutely flattened Holmberg from behind. He went down hard in the corner. He pops back up, though, and plays this one in the corner. Nylander going in here after it. Holmberg trying to pinch. He can't. This is going to come free. Chicago carrying it up. Long pass up. Stolen by the Leafs. Nylander dropping it for Domi. Domi coming in. Toe drag. He shoots. And that hits the goalpost. Domi ringing iron. Oh, my goodness. Hidden in plain sight. There you go. They're going to commercial break. That's right. Down below, ticking along, we will input the scores, the goal scores, and the assists as we go through. So right there, we got the score up top, the goal scorers down below. Just pardon the spelling, because sometimes as I type it quick and with autocorrect, I don't catch it and it goes up. So that was needed. Toronto has 10 shots so far in this period. 5 for Chicago, which pretty much evens it up. 16-15. Toronto has the lead now with the goal scorers. If you're just joining us, welcome in. Smash that thumbs up button. We need 10 more of these, 10 more thumbs up. So if you haven't hit it, hit that smash for us. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe. We appreciate it. Welcome everyone to the channel. And we love our hockey. We certainly love our hockey. These Leafs make us a little crazy, a lot crazy, but they're getting it done. The Marlies losing again. Wow, 2 overtime losses in a row for the Marlies. They need to step that one up. Marlies are a good squad. We are going to have a Marley game coming up. Well, we're going to be visiting the Marlies in a little bit towards the end of that season, so that is going to be a whole lot of fun. We will have some other arena visits coming up where we'll go live from those arenas and bring you in so you can get a little sense. Kind of like what we did from the Amarant Bank Arena in Florida, where we kind of walked into the arena together. So a nice job, Nick Robertson, a nice goal. He needed to get that. Now we need Max Domi to get out of his funk. We need a goal for the Domester. He was coming close. He's had some opportunities, but just hasn't been able to bury it. Thank you, Deidre. Thank you very much for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. No Steves, no Marley. Ooh, Phil, I don't know. Maybe they can still play. At least those games are going to overtime. It's got to count for something. James, what's going on? Going for the Hawks. James, it's been a long season for you and the Hawks, but hey, it's these little victories that win. Mega, what's going on? Mega, we're going to have the Oilers coming up for you on Thursday. Oilers and Panthers. Going to be a fun one. This coming all the way down. Oilers suck now. Yeah, they've had some struggles. This around in the corner, trying to get it out of their own end. Long pass kept in by the Hawks. Now it's going to be chipped out. This third line is seeing some success. Here's Domi getting the pass from Robertson, putting it around the boards. Back in at the line, Ekman-Larsson. Quick shot knocked down in the slot, and Chicago going to send it the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call. So back down to the Chicago end of the ice, giving Toronto a chance for the offensive zone draw. We'll see what they can do. What a banger of a game. Oh, Phil, that's going to be so good. I'm so excited for that one. Important for both teams. And that's we're going to be looking for a lot of those games where it matters. Points matter for each team. 10:18 to go here in period number 2. Matthews going to win it back to Tanev. Across. Here's a shot. They score. Was this deflected? Right now it's being credited to Jake McCabe. Jake McCabe is getting credit for the goal. Was this deflected or not? Jake McCabe was not one in my parlay. Let's see. Was there a deflection or was this straight in? Off the icing face-off. Huge. 1 to Tanev. No, I think this is clean in. He just missed it. Soderblom just missed it. So Jake McCabe gets the goal. There you go. Somebody in the chat needed McCabe to score, and Toronto now takes the lead. And a goal by a defenseman, that is huge. That is exactly what's needed. So McCabe's second, and that's going to be from Matthews and Tanev. Raven, what's going on? And welcome to yourself and Curtis. Here comes Nyes. Nyes going to carry this up. Over the line is Matthews. He's going to dump this one in. A nice goal, a well-executed face-off. A win to one defense who passes it into the middle, and a shot from the point scores. Textbook. Nylander tying it up behind the net. Holmberg is there. Holmberg with it, trying to get it over Kent. Benoit there to keep it in. Benoit flipping it down to the corner. There he is, Scott. There you go. McCabe just won you free coffee. Congrats. This coming through. Timmins with a shot. That's going wide. Coming all the way out and down. 9 minutes to go here in period number 2. Toronto bringing it back up. Little flip up and chasing it in is Timmins. Timmins coming in here against Murphy. Down in the corner around the boards. Chicago going to clear it out to the neutral zone. Playing it back. Would it be poetic if Ovi breaks the Gretzky record against the Kings? Oh, Phil, that would be something. Down in front, here's a shot. Nice save. Tipping it back to the point. Here's Riley. He tries to feed it across. Tavares coming close. JT, I need you to score. Fred, what's going on? Welcome in. Books, what's up? Welcome, welcome. And welcome in everybody who's just joining us. Riley bringing it back. He's going to play this one up. It's Lawrence, weak backhand pass. That's going to be intercepted. Puck is bouncing all over the place. Going to play this one off the boards, and Tavares going to chip this one in. Alex Steves going in. He's going to get crushed into the boards. Playing it to Lawrence. Back to the line. Over to Kempf in the middle. Fakes a pass to McCabe. Well, he fanned on it, but we'll call it a fake. Wrist shot gets knocked down. Lawrence from his knees. Playing it to McCabe. McCabe shooting again. Can you imagine if he put in 2? Back to the line. Here's Alex Steves. He's going to give this to Kempf. Kempf up to Steves. Steves down low. McMahon behind the net. Tries to go in front to Kempf. He can't. Went back to Steves, to Kempf. Around to the point. Over to McCabe. McCabe. Oh, a little weak bounce pass there by Kempf. Tanev going to play it in. Steves around far side. Back to the line. Here's McCabe with a shot. Right on. It was a deflection, and Soderblom is going to have it. And we got some hugging in front. Looks like Murphy is all tied up with something, and they're going to go to commercial break. But it's Jake McCabe, number 2 for 22. Puts it in. Todd, I hope I am booked to work at Canadian Tire Center on deadline day. Oh, Todd, such a fun day. That's coming up March 7th, I believe, deadline day. That's going to be an absolute blast. I could use a coffee, need the sun to start staying up again. I'm falling asleep and it's not even 8:30. Yeah, prep, gotta get up. Need that sun, need that vitamin D. We have to start training now for the Olympics next year, because those are going to be like 11 o'clock p.m. start times. I will get to hear about auto. That's right. And then, Todd, you got to feed us the breaking news so we can post it. You're our inside man. Trade deadline day is so good. I'm super, super excited for trade deadline day. I can't wait to see who's going to pull the trigger, what's going to happen. One of the things I always love about trade deadline day is comparing the moves to the rumors we hear to see which ones actually come through. And it also helps you realize who you can trust, who breaks the real news. I used to call in sick for deadline day, but now that I work from home, I don't. Yeah, blended. I used to, when I worked at the office, I used to stream it on a little kind of corner of my screen. Same I did like when the Olympics were on. I would always have it playing so I could listen along to what was going on, because it's a big day for us hockey fans. Free agent day, trade deadline day, so important, so important. Always love to know what's going on. I tell my work colleagues, don't book me in a lot of meetings that day. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, I'm not. All right, let's go back from commercial break. Here we go, off the draw. Oh, that's a replay. They fooled me. It was a great shot by McCabe, though. Glove side, just in, through a screen. Got to get more goals from your defenders. Two unlikely sources scoring here tonight, just like last night. Nicky Robertson and Jake McCabe getting it done. Domi off the draw. They're going to win this back to Ekman-Larsson. He gives it to Riley. Riley down low, going to shovel this all the way across back to Robertson. He throws it. Oh, my God. It goes through the goaltender to the goal line. And that is saved by the defender. And this is going to be an icing call. Nick Robertson almost scores again. That's when Samuel's out calling. It's a replay. It almost got me. I wasn't paying attention. Excuse me. Pardon me. That was rude. Soderblom got it on the glove side. This rolls, and was partially over, and it's TJ Brody who just fishes this one out. Oh, my goodness.
That was super close.
Henry, I know, right? It's about time.
Ekman-Larsson shoots that wide.
This coming around. Bobby McMahon shooting. That misses. Domi behind the net to Bobby. Bobby to the line. Ekman-Larsson was pinched in. This is coming all the way down the ice. Thank you for hitting those likes. Appreciate it, and welcome everybody. 6:55 to go. This over the line. This is going to come down. Domi. He's looking. Domi tries to feed it across. Cannot get it. I have a feeling my parlay is busted. This coming back to the line. Chicago going to send this one out. Riley waiting for it. Riley putting this across. It's going to hop over his stick. McCabe got to go and chase. 6.5. 6.5. Long pass up. This is going to be tipped over. Chasing it down. Chicago picking it up. McCabe, 42 points in 130 games with the Blackhawks in 21 through 23. Cross ice pass. This is going to be picked up by Tanev. Tanev, his pass goes nowhere. Picked up by the Hawks, number 8, Ryan Donato. Excuse me. Dan, I mean, he seeds it across, so he's putting the pass, making the pass across. Not a player named Seed. Just need Domi to score a few. Yeah, got to get Domi going. He needs to get going for sure. In the corner, setting it up is Jones. Long pass. And the Hawks are just going to flip this one down in the corner. It's been 12 minutes and 20 seconds since the last Chicago shot. 12 minutes, 20 seconds. Well, I guess 12:30 by now. Ain't counting. Nylander. He's going to put this one across. Here's Benoit. Down low, putting it in front for a little whack at it from Tavares. Comes out in the slot, and Chicago going to move this down the ice. Chicago carrying it up 2-on-2. A little move. Oh, my goodness. Benoit was setting up to absolutely destroy his man and just missed. Would like to sleep. Nyes is really strong. He's playing well. Oh, it was a bad. Oh, gotcha, Dan. You had me. You had me. This coming around, picking it up. Teravainen. He's going to send it across. Getting knocked down. Chicago finally get a shot on net. 5 minutes left to go. Back to the line. Chicago working it inside the Leaf zone. Timmins can't get it out. This comes around behind the net. Where's the puck? Oh, it's back at the line. Taking a look is Murphy. Murphy dropping it here. Shot, long shot. Wall didn't see it. He's got Timmins right up in front of him, screening him. Playing it around, short side, coming across. Picked up here by Tavares. Tavares is going. He's going to stop. He's going to feed it over to Benoit. Benoit going to use the glass and getting this down as Maple Leafs making a change. 15 shots in this period now for the Maple Leafs. They have 50 shot attempts. 50 shot attempts. That's crazy. Here comes Chicago shooting, and a great save by Wall. I'll fill you in and John trade deadline day. That if Seth Jones gets traded, he wants to get traded to a contender. Ooh, that's interesting. Looks like they're going to go to commercial break. I don't mind Seth Jones. He's a decent player. For sure, a decent player. My mind went there, and then Sam said what he said. I shame myself, but now I feel better that I did get your... Oh, my goodness. I totally missed it. Let the Blackhawks... You guys, so bad. No, it's... You guys are so funny. It's just way over my head. I completely missed it. I missed it. I'm usually pretty good. But yeah, that one got by me. All right. This one is wrapping up. 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Toronto showing a whole different level of effort than what we saw in period number 1. Clearly, there was some words said at intermission, and they recognized they needed to step up. I would prefer Connor Murphy over Jones. Interesting. Travis, why? Why would you take Murphy over Jones? Chicago will have to eat a lot of that contract. Jones makes a 9.5 for this. Yes, they would. Toronto can't afford that at all. Even at half of that, if they retain 50%, it still makes it tough. But he's a decent player. Raptors won. They did, eh? Raptors beating the Suns. Suns, I think, if I'm not correct, Suns have the highest salary cap or the highest salary spend in the NBA. So good on the Raptors. That's huge. Do we have the expert pundits again? Oh, we'll have to wait and see, Spencer. I can't put any spoilers out early. Joshua, how's it going? Welcome in. Might get eaten alive here, but I would take Jones over Riley if Chicago ate 25%. You know what, Blended? That's a valid statement. That is a valid statement. Ooh, I got a noodle on that one for a little bit. That is very interesting. All right, Chicago looking to tie this up. We got 4:07 left to go. Off the draw. Hawk's going to work it in the corner. Bedard gets tripped up. Going to come free to Marner. Marner, look out. He played it too far ahead. Now he reels it in, sends it in the corner for Nyes. Nyes going in, delivering a hit. Marner coming in with Nyes, both trying to steal this one in the corner. Trying to work this one through. Matthews, fan on the pass. He regains it. Can't pass it. Now he gets it back to the line. Cycling around. Nice move by Ekman Larson. Sends it through in the slot. It's there. It goes between the legs of Nyes. What's red, blue, black, white, and in a ditch? Oh, boy. Raven, oh, boy. What is it?
Let's go.
Connor Murphy is ex-Coyote who drafted by John Maloney and Brad Tree Living in 2011. Ah, there you go, Joshua. So there's a Tree Living connection. And thank you for hitting that subscribe. Really appreciate it. So there is a Tree Living connection with Connor Murphy. So that may make him a whole lot more interesting. I have said that was Raven, well played. Well played. Murphy would be a cheaper deal. That is true. 3:22 to go. Off the draw, Chicago wins another one. Here's a quick shot. That one goes wide, down in the corner. Any joke about the Montreal Canadiens is a joke I like. Sorry, Habs fans. But the biggest joke of all is your team. This counter out in the corner. Riley going to use the glass, getting it off, skips past Murphy. Back to pick it up here is Chicago. They're going to turn, bring this one up the middle. Here's a long shot by Jones. That goes off the glass. Down to the line. Toronto going to work this one through. Again, they're going to feather it up. Here comes Holmberg sending it through. A little rebound. They can't pick it up. Bill, what's going on? Welcome in. If I'm not mistaken, Murphy won a cup with the Hawks when they last won. Oh, okay. Toronto has a bad habit, though, with defensemen with the last name Murphy. Just saying. Larry Murphy? Bill, there's lots of eyeballing going on, but who knows what is realistic and what is not. This down over the line. Chicago bringing it right back in. See, all I had to do was leave for a moment. There you go, Laurie. Laurie's got the power. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Chicago behind the net, working this to the side, trying to come through. Teravainen, nice little centering feed. Back over to TiVo again. He's going to send it. Circling around. Chicago eating up some clock here. Quick shot by Foligno. That one gets knocked down. Tavares going to play this off the boards and all the way down the ice. That should be an icing call, and it is. So with 1:40 left to go, this is coming to the Leafs side, and you have to be very careful off the faceoff. So Seth Jones, a $9.5 million cap hit, and he is signed till 29-30. So they would definitely have to have some kind of salary retention if they're to move him. Connor Murphy paid $4.4 million. A double retain is 1.1 average is this season and next. So yeah, you know, Joshua, dropping those details, that does make Connor Murphy very a possibility, very possible. Strong appetite for a cheap, good defender. Toronto needs to bolster its depth at the blue line. Back to the line that's coming through. Used to like the Habs in the 70s. Alberta, Quebec thing developed. I like to watch other people's hockey agonies. Irises, that's funny. Chicago working through. 1:10 to go. Still cycling it around. Stolen by Tanev. Tanev going to rip this off the glass and down the ice. This should be another icing call. And we got 1 minute left. Last minute to go here in period number 2. Chicago had the lead. Toronto able to fight back. A very strong period here for the Maple Leafs. Very strong period. Andy, what's going on? Troy, welcome in. A very, very strong period. They need to keep this up in period number 3. And I think they absolutely can do it. Face off in the Leaf zone to the right of wall. Off the draw, Chicago wins another one. Here's a blast. That one sails wide. Chicago has really owned the last few minutes here in the Toronto zone, but haven't been able to get really much going. Behind the net. Going to come right out in front. Look out. Bedard was there, but he got spun around. Chicago still working. 40 seconds to go. Back to the line. Cross ice. Here's Jones with a shot. That one gets blocked. Bobby McMahon trying to race after it. And he cannot catch up to it. Chicago back with it. Here's Chicago working this all the way down the ice. Taking a look. Feeding it through. Domi on the move. 2-on-1. Domi. He's carrying it. Robertson going to the front of the net. Robertson scores his second of the game. Are you kidding me? Nick Robertson, 2-goal performance. A nice fast chase by Domi. Domi hits 35.4 kilometers an hour chasing that one down, and he carries it in and he feeds this one across to Robertson, who makes an outstanding play. And great speed by Robertson to put this up and over the outstretched pad. Nick Robertson, his second goal of the game. Are you kidding me? I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to enter this one in. Robertson, his 10th of the year from Domi, and that's Domi's 19th assist. And Chicago scores one back. Are you kidding me? They exchanged some goals here right at the end. Wow. This is going to be Kurashev with his 5th. How did this even go in? I was typing the name. I mean, Domi and Robertson with speed, a great play. And on the other side, Kurashev cutting towards the net and a nice little pass from Nazar. Wow. So 3-2 is the score. The Horn is going to go. We're going intermission. Huge exchange of goals. 3-2. Let's go break this all down. I can't find the button. There's the button. There we go, as everything is popping up. All right, and we have a special guest waiting for us. Let's break this down with our good friend, Dallas Hockey Girl. What's up, Dallas? How's it going
What's up,
today?
hockey people? Why is
Let
it,
me
Sam,
turn
we
this down a
can't
bit.
keep a lead
What a
for more than
crazy
30
turn of events
seconds?
here.
What
First of
the
all,
hey?
can we talk about Nick Robertson?
Yes,
All of a
we
sudden, a
can.
2-goal performance from Nicky, and both goals were beauties.
What give whatever Kool-Aid he had, give it to the other guys. And somebody go on Amazon, my people. Somebody please order Matthews a new wrist. Please, somebody.
Jonathan was waiting for it.
Begging.
Jonathan was waiting for it. He just starts throwing pies again.
JC, I get you.
23 shots for Toronto, 20 for Chicago.
Hey, Troy.
Nice to see we're getting some shots. But when it comes down in that period, 17 shots for Toronto in that second period. That's a lot.
That's I can live with that. I can live with that.
I mean, they were pressing to put up 17. Hits 13-8. Faceoffs one is now pretty close. I mean, Toronto did have the advantage. It's kind of 51% to 49%, so very, very close there. Each team with a power play goal. So we knew at the beginning, we talked about special teams. So we're seeing some special teams action. Giveaway numbers, 9-7, not bad. Takeaways, 5-2. And block shots, 13-12. So great block shot numbers, both teams. Defenders getting down, blocking those shots. Super, super important. But I'm impressed. I was worried in the first period. This period, I feel a lot more comfortable with.
I was praying to the spirits. And it worked. It's working. So far, it's working.
It absolutely is. And, when we take a look, normally it's Marner who leads this team in ice time. Right now it's Tavares, 13:43 for Tavares.
Oh.
Nylander at 13:26. Marner's down at about 12 minutes, just a few ticks shy. They're probably holding him back a little bit because of, Four Nations and everything, but he's playing well. Matthews at 11 minutes. I still think something's up with Matthews.
His wrist didn't heal properly. He's not controlling the puck. His wrist didn't heal right, and then he aggravated at the Four Nations Cup.
I think so.
I thought, but what the heck do I know?
I think so. And Antonio, welcome in. Joseph Wall is the goalie tonight. Waller is playing.
Marner we put up the wall.
Yeah, Marner is excused. He is. And it's funny because
give him a couple more days.
Marner's one of these guys where hang on, here's I missed it. Never mind. Marner's one of these guys who scores the overtime goal right in the first game, and we're like, Maple Leaf did something, right? Marner's going to have a great tournament. Then he disappears, nothing happens. And everyone's like, why is Marner on Team Canada? He doesn't deserve to be there. He's a bust. John Cooper demotes him from the first line down to the third line. He wasn't playing a lot, wasn't playing well. And then all of a sudden, in that final game against the U.S., McDavid wants to play with Marner again. Whatever happened, it came out McDavid had said he wanted to play with Marner. So he puts them together, not much happening.
I bet he did.
And then all of a sudden, this beautiful pass out of the corner. And now all the Marner hate has kind of gone away for a few days.
It only takes the one goal.
Yeah, here we go. Put Matthews on long-term IR. I would be okay with that, Rich.
I think so. I think so. He's got to rest up for the playoffs. He's got to be. If we don't have Matthews for the playoffs, we're stunk.
Here's what Joshua. Let me sort this out. Oh, it's so big. Let me. Can I? There we go. I'm gonna get Joshua's note in here. There we go. Players linked to Toronto in trade rumors: Dylan Cousins, Peyton Krebs, Bowen Byram, Beck Melestein, Ryan McLeod, Michael McCarron. Whoops, come back.
It is Dan.
Colton Sissons, Scott Layton, and others. Yeah, there's a lot in of these ones. And Joshua, thank you so much for putting these ones in. Dylan Cousins, he's awesome. He's going to be a real good player. I like him. I like Bowen Byram a lot as well. Those two really nice players. I don't know if I would go for Sissons or Lawton, but Cousins and Byram would definitely be high on my list. Of course, there's others like the Shen brothers we've talked about. There's a lot of interesting conversations out there, but it would be nice. It would be nice. Oh, the Ducks and the Wings are tied now. Did you hear about Makachuk? So
Ooh.
Blended seems to have some tea for us. Blended, I did
Oh,
not hear
tell us.
about. All I heard about Matthew Tkachuk is apparently the injury he sustained is worse than initially thought. So Blended, I have
Oh,
not heard
interesting.
anything more than that. If you
What's the
have the
tea?
tea, please spill it. Just watch out for any
Tell us.
electronics. We want to know,
Tell us.
what is the
So
dish?
Sam, the TSN Talking Heads, they did one of those little things where they asked a question and they asked all of them their opinion.
Mhm.
So they were talking about, as we were just talking about, the big goals. So they said, what was the best, big goal? Was it Lemieux to Gretzky, Iggy to Crosby at the 2010 Olympics, or Marner to McDavid at the Four Nations Cup? So
Ooh.
they were
And-
they were trying to decide which of the all those golden goals was the best one.
That's
What was
tough.
the
And here it
biggest
is.
golden goal?
Florida thinks he's done for the year.
Oh,
Excuse me. Oh
brutal.
my goodness.
That was not. That
I'm
was
gonna have to do
good.
some research on that. I hope that is really not the case. Matty T is such an important piece of that puzzle in Florida, and that is not good news
Yeah.
at all. Jared McCain linked to Leafs. I did hear that one actually,
Oh,
and I'd
that'd
be
be
okay with that
interesting.
too. Remember, Toronto actually had McCain. They traded for him, left him unprotected. Instead, they protected Alex Kerfoot. That was a great move. McCann gets picked up by the Kraken, and he's been playing quite well for them. How's Alex
Sam,
Kerfoot doing? Crickets.
Kerfoot? Sam, please tell me you're kidding. Did you make that up?
No. That's true story. He'll be put on
Oh,
long-term IR and make a playoff. That's probably true, Blended, and I'm okay with that if that gets him healthy. But
yeah.
that is a blow for Florida.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, and Jonathan, I know you're here too, and you'll have a laugh at this. We had an award we made up last year that we offered to the worst player of the game, and it was called the
What the hell are you doing?
the What the Hell Are You Doing award,
Doing
named after our alleged superstar John Klingberg. And
Klingberg.
so I don't know if you saw, the Edmonton Oilers have been struggling yesterday and today. However, yesterday, John Klingberg scored his goal, an NHL goal. Obviously, it wouldn't be any other goal, but John Klingberg scored a goal yesterday. And when I saw this come out, I immediately said to myself, I need to bring this up with Dallas. I need to bring this up with Jonathan because, he scored a goal. So can we still harp on him? Can we still bring it up as the, worst player of the game award after now John Klingberg has put one in the net? What are your thoughts?
One goal does not redeem anybody.
But isn't this his big comeback now? Noah says no, you can't.
No, you can't.
It's his big
If
comeback.
he scores like 4 or 5, if he scores 4 or 5 more in like a short space of time, maybe. But
Okay.
one goal just does not.
Listen, anytime I get a chance to come up and talk about good old John Klingberg, I will absolutely do so. Klingberg, it was his first of the year. It was the first Oiler goal of the game from Emberson and Connor Brown. So way to go, John Klingberg. I'm glad we can bring it up.
The award still stands.
The award still stands. I love it.
Love it.
John.
But Matthew, like this time last year, we were counting down to like Matthew's 70 goals.
Yes.
And my dude, I have it in the book that my dude was going to be getting 75 goals, and the dude's making me a liar. So like he better find some Gatorade or the non-Gatorade that they're drinking now, or I don't know. I don't know what's in his Wheaties, but man, he's got to do something.
Something is seriously wrong. And Noah, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. John Klingberg was good once upon a time in a land far, far away. But yeah, no,
After
Matthew.
driving, after going 88 miles per hour.
Yeah, exactly. All right, good night, Dan. Take care. Gotta watch some
night,
Yellowstone
Dan.
with my wife.
Oh, yes, I have
Dan,
to watch
the
it.
way
Now
you
that it's on
said that,
Netflix, I have to watch that.
Dan, the way you said that, it's like Yellowstone is a great show. I haven't watched it, but the way you said that, I don't know if that's a choice or an obligation. Like
It can be interpreted in so many ways.
it was funny, but thanks, Dan. I appreciate you. Enjoy the show. By the way, if you're still here, watch Landman as well. Landman is awesome. Really, really enjoying that one. Okay, good. I'm glad you were being sarcastic.
Who does
Oh,
not
my goodness.
love Kevin Costner? Do you remember the season? Like this. Speaking of retro, quick sidebar. Do you remember Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? Kevin Costner was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course. So there was the scene where Marion, Maid Marion, is coming down the rock, and he's swimming, obviously not wearing any pants. Every woman thought, "Oh my God, that was great." And then it was way after the movie, Kevin Costner was like, "Yeah, that was my body double."
That's fun. Listen, that was good. There's been so many interpretations of Robin Hood over the years. That one was good. Wasn't that was that the one with the big Bryan Adams song? Was it the Kevin Costner one?
Yes.
that was pretty good.
And Morgan Freeman and Professor Snape. What the guy, he's passed away.
I can't think of his name, but yeah.
I can't think of his name. That's so terrible with me. But that was one of his cool roles.
I still prefer the Robin Hood, like the Disney Robin Hood cartoon, the animated one from back in the day. That's my all-time favorite.
Thank you.
Alan Rickman.
Thank you, Lala. I think I have a picture somewhere. I'll have to find it for next time. I think Robin Hood was like one of the first characters I met at Disney. The first time we ever met in in the parade, and Robin Hood came over and gave me a kiss. That was like the first Disney character I ever met was Robin Hood, and he's actually a hard to find character now. You don't really see the Robin Hood character.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is so cool.
Oh yeah, Hans Gruber in Die Hard. That was one of his other good.
So let me ask you this, Dallas. I forgot what I was going to ask you. I forgot.
That's what happens when we get older.
That's why I'm so professional, because I have a question and I lose the question. Now I remember the question. Remember back in the day, the Gilmore days, the Clark days, when they used to do like the photos together, everybody on the Harleys in front of the motorcycle shop, or they used to do like the songs where they're all sing and dance, go Leafs, go, whatever it was. You know, we haven't seen a team do that in a long time. Do you think, with this squad, to help build that camaraderie and help get the fans into it, would it be nice to see them do one of those vintage photos all together again, or do something as a team? I love when they do that stuff.
I think so. Some like a little team building. I think a little team building would be really, really good. I think somewhere it's something. Maybe they, like, even though it's a home game, maybe they should all have dinner together. I don't know. Something a little team togetherness to be really more cohesive as a team.
Yeah, I mean, like for the fans though, and like I remember. Let's see if I can find this. Let me look real quick. I don't know if my fingers work that fast, but
I don't know if mine do either anymore.
I want to see. Oh yeah, like this is one of them, but there's that's eBay. I don't want to bring up an eBay photo.
Oh, what are we buying on eBay today? What can we buy on eBay?
Oh yeah, and man, these are all eBay Kijijis. Like, just give me the darn photo. There's this one, and there's another one that has even more people in it, but this might have to do.
Are you buying one of those triple overpriced Disney popcorn buckets again on eBay?
Oh yeah. Save as. Let me see if I can save this real quick. Oh, you're gonna save it. I don't know if this is gonna give me what I want, but let's see if I can bring this up on the screen here. Do you remember this photo where they did stuff like this? I know it's kind of small, and it's not
Okay.
great quality.
It's vaguely familiar.
But they
It's
used
vaguely
to do stuff
familiar.
like this where the team would go out, a couple
They
of
did.
players would get together. They would do fun photo shoots and stuff. There's another one with a bunch of more players on it. That's the stuff I'd like to see them get back to. I'd like to see them revisit those type of things because it's fun for the fans. Jerry, how's it going? Welcome
It
in. Welcome
is.
in. We
It
got
is,
more.
and I think it's the fans.
Joshua's dropping all the details here for us today. He's
Ooh.
breaking it all down.
Scott
Defenseman
Connor
linked:
versus
Mario
Matthews.
Ferrero, Justin Falk,
Wow.
Seth Jones, Luke Shen, Bone Byram, Yorker Haru. I don't want Yorker Harlu. I have enough trouble pronouncing his name. If I had to do that on a regular basis, it would drive me
Oh,
nuts.
here. I found a picture there.
No, other
Wait,
way.
I can never do this
Oh,
right.
there it is.
Yeah, with my little tiny pink camera with
That's
film.
funny.
For those of our millennials and Gen X's, you'll have to Google film and what that is.
It was a great film. All right, so we got about 40 seconds, and then we're getting back at it for the final period of this game. Dallas, my parlay is not going to come to be. There's no way we're getting goals.
That was a crazy parlay, dude.
We're not getting goals from Nyes, Tavares.
Hey, but we're getting goals. We're getting goals.
But
if that parlay had actually come in, I would be the Queen of England. That parlay was so crazy. If you won that parlay, you should get on the next flight to Vegas.
Right. In fairness, it wasn't one that I put together. It was one of the kind of recommended. Here's one that so many people place. They tell you what it is, and you can pick it or not. I made a couple tweaks to it, but I figured, hey, we're going to go along with it. Do they hang on to this one? Do they pull this one out, Dallas, or is this going to be a nail biter?
We're only up one goal. We saw what happened last night. We squeaked by with luck, and for them to not score and tie it up. Because if they had tied it up, it would have changed the energy of the game. But I think if they keep their heads on straight, I think we might get another goal, and then we're 4-2, and then we got that little cushion. I think we can do it.
Is that our final 4-2? Is that what we're looking at? I
think so. I'm feeling 4-2. Maybe Matthews will find the net. Maybe he found the net last night.
All right. Well, sounds good. We're back at it. Last question, just a yes or no. Does Nick Robertson get the trick tonight?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Sure. The confidence is radiating. All right. Thank you, Dallas. Third period action.
Anything is possible in third period hockey.
There you go. Thank you, Dallas.
Night all. Have a good game, my friends.
All right. Back at it. That's our good friend, Dallas Hockey Girl. You see her in the chat. She does an awesome job. Thank you so much. And we're set to rock and roll. Third period. Will the Maple Leafs hang on? Will they pull this one out? Robertson plus 950 to score 3+ goals. Team leading 5 shots on goal through 2 periods of play. Triton, what's going on? Welcome in. Here we go off the draw. This coming around all the way down the ice. Gonna play this around. Toronto work it back to the line. Tanev playing it in the slot. It's gonna get knocked out. This coming all the way back down. Racing for it. There's McCabe. McCabe in the corner. He's got stick on it over to Tanev. Tanev curling around behind the net. Back over to McCabe. McCabe. Hey, Chuck, what's going on? Welcome in. Leafs Rangers, Noah, they play Friday night. We will be there, and we're going to have some fun. Well, we won't actually physically be there. We'll be here with the Rangers and the Leafs Friday night. We got the Oilers and the Panthers on Thursday night. Those two are a lock. Nylander are going to give it away. This coming right back the other way. We have some conflicts the beginning of the week, so I don't know if we'll be streaming, but we got a back half of the week planned out. We'll get those up tomorrow. Here's a shot right on Wall. Going to make that save and hang on to it. Rangers going to win. I don't know. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a very good one. Another nail biter. That's right, Richard. That's how we roll. All nail biters all the time. Oh, but they're playing well. It was a slow opening period, and they've brought it back. They're playing really well now. They got to keep it going. Chicago off the draw. Toronto going to win this one back. Coming around. Look out. Fanning on it. Can't get it out of the zone. Stuck in here. Trying to work this one through. In the corner. Still fighting for this one. Kampf is in there. Toronto going to get it out. And here comes Kampf. Flying. A little pass over. Steves misses that. He's going to take a bump. Getting it down low for Kampf. Side of the net. Back over for Lorentz. Back to the point. Nobody is there. And this coming all the way back. Tanev has to regroup. He's going to get this. They're going to work it. Tip it down. No icing call. Leafs going to go change it up. Stop by Soderblom. Going to work it. Work it. From a defensive standpoint, Jake McCabe is leading all defensemen at just under 15 minutes ice time so far. Here comes Domi again. Domi on the move to Robertson. They crisscross. Robertson dropping it back for Riley. He doesn't shoot. Tried to give it back to Domi. Robertson is open. He wants it. Ekman Larsson. He's going to shoot, and that one goes just wide. Bobby McMahon back across. Long shot down low. Nick Robertson standing behind the net. Here's Domi. He's going to keep this one in. Going to feed this down low. Delayed penalty coming up to Chicago. Back over to Riley. Domi to the line. Over to Ekman Larsson. Robertson getting in the slot. Coming over to Matthews. He feeds it over to Domi. Domi didn't shoot it. He looks to pass it back. And this is going to come all the way down. Nobody wants to shoot the puck. Trader center and right D defense that can play both sides. Yes, that's exactly what they need to get. So we got a power play coming up. Toronto with a man advantage. An opportunity to extend this lead even more. It's going to be Craig Smith who takes a penalty. He gets a stick in between the legs of Ekman Larsson and sends him down. Go Toronto, go, says Herman. Yes, indeedy. Let's get it rocking. Welcome in everybody who's joining us tonight. Good to see you. Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Nyes, and Tavares, the squad here. Here's Marner. Marner, side of the net, chip shot by Matthews. He tries to go up. Couldn't put it off Nyes. Nylander takes a cross check and goes down. Nyes trying to get back. A nice little play here. Leafs almost made something happen. Charlie, what's going on? Here's another shot down in front. Matthews can't bang it out of the air. Here comes shorthanded Teravainen bringing this in. Centering it in front. That's going to roll on Wall. He kicks it out. Comes to Matthews. Up to Nylander. Nylander on the move. He shoots. That goes wide. 86 miles an hour. Tavares has it taken away. Teravainen had a break, but he didn't go. He's going to flip this one down in the corner. Mikheyev going in here after it. Jim, what's going on? Welcome in. Going for Toronto. Welcome in, Jim. Welcome in, everybody. I'm keeping the eyes on all the trade rumors. This down, dumping it down. Toronto bringing it back. Over the line. Coming through is Domi. Domi going to pepper it over. Trying to work it through. Back to Ekman Larsson. Pass too strong. Goes between his legs. Ekman Larsson down low. Robertson in front of the net. Back to the line. Over to Riley. Riley. 34 seconds left on the power play. Ekman Larsson beating it to Robertson. He tries to play it back up. That's deflected. That's right, Eminem. Everything is under control. We're good here. Everything is good. Chicago going to steal. They're going to play it ahead. 18 seconds to go in the power play. Ekman Larsson back in his own zone. Going to chip it over. Riley's going to set it up. 10 seconds to go. Can we trade the fans and media? They're the biggest problem. Travis, right? Huge problem. Huge problem. Way too much pressure. Coming right out in front. Tanev is going to step into one. Great save. That's going to do it. Power play has expired. With 15 minutes to go, we are 5-on-5 even strength hockey. Working it through is Steves. Alex Steves going to carry this one up. He's going to flip it in. The chase is on. No worries, Triton. I hope you guys had an awesome time. Down in the corner, Chicago can't get it out. Doing a nice job on the forecheck. They're going to try the other side. Stepping up. Ekman Larson kept it in for a moment. Now the Hawks going to carry this one out. Over the line is Bedard. He's got nobody with him. Has it taken away by Lorenz. Bedard didn't realize the puck was following him through. Back to the line. Here's a blast. Getting knocked down in front. Back around the other side. If you missed the announcement yesterday, we have our pre-order in for Upper Deck Series 2 hockey cards. We'll be doing a live box break on opening day when those come out, assuming the cards show up. We'll be doing a little box break, seeing what young guns we come up with, what rookies we hit. Hopefully we do well. The last couple of box openings have not really gone our way. Celebrini and Mishikov, two of the big rookies in that set, as well as a few others. Here's a shot getting knocked down. Side of the net getting scooped up, doesn't get it to Nylander, kept in by Bertuzzi. Here's a long shot getting knocked down. Side of the net, Foligno looking.
Looks back down to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi spins off Benoit. And that battle continues.
Working through.
Benoit and Bertuzzi continue to fight for the puck. Up comes Kurashev for it. Pokes it back.
Digging it out of the corner. 13-13 to go. Chicago still with it. They're going to send this to the line. Here's a long shot. Chicago still passing it. Now a shot. That one is going to get deflected right on. How many block shots does it take to get one through? Seems like quite a lot. And they're going to go to commercial break. 13:03 to go. Commercial break here. I just learned the Hawks' longtime organist Frank Pacello is retiring. Yes, David. One of the last remnants of the old Chicago Stadium. 35 years is a long time. I think it was 25 or 35. I can't remember. But yeah, that's awesome. Listen, good for him. Good for him. The old Chicago building was like no other. And that organ was incredible. I mean, a lot of those old buildings, the old Chicago, the old Odd and Buffalo, Maple Leaf Gardens, the old Red Wings building, a lot of those old buildings, so much personality. They were so great. And it's nice to see a lot of those organists do get transferred over to the new buildings and can continue some of those traditions. So very, very good for him, and wish him the best in his retirement. That's awesome. I watched center right wing McCorrin. He's 6'6", 232 pounds. Wow. But do we really want another one of those guys? Like, that sounds like a Ryan Reeves type player to me. If Tampa doesn't make the playoffs come the deadline, I wouldn't mind seeing Cirelli and Point. Oh, Travis, it would be so hard. I don't think either of those guys are going anywhere. Didn't they both sign 8-year deals? I think they're going to be locked up in Tampa Bay for a long time. Tampa is going to be one of those bubble teams. So I don't think they're going to make any moves. But I'll tell you, they both impressed me during the Four Nations tournament. They both impressed me a lot. Yesterday we were saying Glasgow Rangers. Tonight, Rangers sacked their manager. Wow. Really, Richard? Because that was what you said, the first win in 35 years or something like that. And I guess they didn't like it, so they fired their manager. Never got to hear it because it was shut down before I was born. But brought me to love hockey. Or it's they're so good. If you can find any clips, David, highly recommend, like any audio clips. Highly recommend listening to it. That old organ was incredible. Back around to the line. Toronto going to try and play this one out. Under 13 minutes to go. 3-2 Toronto leads. Back to around a good depth center for a playoff team. Move David Kemp. $2.4 million. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair. Very fair. I love, Joshua, that you're bringing all the stats. Thank you for doing that. This coming around at the side. Down low in the corner. The organ sounded great. At the Montreal Forum, yes. All those buildings. I mean, that's what gave them their personality, right? Those old organs. Matthews put it in front. Little bobble comes to Nyes. He can't chip it out. Going to use the glass, and this time it does come out and down the ice. 12:15 to go. Murphy back with it. Going to give it to Vlasic. Vlasic taking a look. Here comes Chicago back up the middle. Going to carry this one through over the line. Wall comes out to play it to Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson getting this one out and all the way down the ice. No icing called. I missed a few goals, just a few. It's been exciting. It was an exciting end of the second period. Teams exchanging some goals. Down in front, this is going to be picked up. Second time this season that losing to us in the league has cost manager's job. Wow. There's a little stop and a Toronto starting to get that momentum going, trying to get the legs going. 4 shots for the Leafs, 3 for Chicago. No, Brandon, no worries. No worries at all. Just happy to have you with us. Welcome in, everybody. If you're new and you're just joining us, thanks for coming in. My name is Sam. Welcome to the show. If you like our style of coverage, make sure you hit that subscribe so you can join us for future broadcasts. Off the draw, Leafs win it, but they win it between their D and all the way back. Had you playing on the phone in the background. There you go. Yeah, I missed a bunch of goals, bunch of back and forths. Nick Robertson with 2 goals. He's going to send this one up. Domi breaking in. He slides down in the corner. Robertson coming in. Tries to strip the puck. Can't do it. Carrying this one up. And look out. A little misplay there right at the Leaf blue line. Chicago doesn't quite turn it over. Now they do. Domi takes it away. Bertuzzi couldn't control. This dumped all the way down in the corner. Got to bring it through. Tavares scooping it up. Tavares continuing to cycle, keeping this one in. Right in the high slot. Here's a shot. Nice job by Holmberg. Holmberg with a 2-goal performance last night, and it's Nick Robertson with a 2-goal performance tonight. Holmberg dropping it for Willie. Nylander spinning around back to Tanev. Tanev going far side. Back to Nylander. Nylander passing it off to Holmberg with a one-timer, and he just missed it. This being dumped all the way down the ice. Tanev racing back, and this should be an icing call. Good effort, good pace. Really, really good pace. Working back and forth. Toronto got to keep pressing. Got to keep that foot on the gas. We've seen it time and time again when they slow down, when they stop shooting, and they just carry the puck to eat clock, bad things happen. So Toronto has to keep that pressure. This was a good shift. Coming through, pass into the slot. Holmberg going for that one-timer. Just took his eye off the prize. 10:27 to go. Face off in the Hawk zone. Toronto's going to win it. Holmberg scooping it around to Nylander. Nylander going to get pushed off the puck. Tavares in there. Tavares and Nylander on the half boards. Chicago, though, going to win the battle. Pass coming out. It's a race to bring this one in. Pat Maroon. Maroon the Goon. He's cycling around. Drops this one. Trying to come through. He's going to throw a big hit in the corner. And here comes the Maple Leafs. Tavares, a little flip pass. Back to Willie. Nylander spinning away, getting it to Tavares. Tavares in the corner. He's got no one to pass to. Goes down low, too far for Nyes. Nyes stepping up with a hit. Tries to keep this one in. Nyes doing a nice job on the forecheck. Finally, Chicago has to send it cross ice. They're going to bring this one out. It's going to come all the way. Tanev racing back. Wall is out here to stop it. Maroon hat trick. Noah, that would be the day. That would be the day. This coming around. I think if Pat Maroon ever gave a hat trick, I'd have to give away a serious prize. Here's Matty Nyes. He has it knocked off his stick. Gaiman, what's going on? Welcome in. That's going to be an icing call. It's on TSN here in Ontario. But I know it is blocked out in a lot of regions. Leafs have 2.2 million in cap space right now. The Leafs have to move cap and move it out. Retain, get a guy under 2. Yeah, and I mean, don't forget, they have Yarncroc who they need to bring back. So maybe he gets healthy and they move him. Down low, Toronto to Matthews. He doesn't shoot. Didn't get a good feed in. This around in the corner. Pass just was not in a good area for Matthews to shoot. Matthews bringing it through the middle. Has it turned over. Chicago, Mikheyev getting this one out. No, Toronto's still holding it in. Now it comes out. Nyes taking it away. Damn, you should give away that. Nice, Michael. Gordie Howe hat trick. That would be nice. This down in the corner. Marner chasing it around. Hey, Bradley, what's going on? This is going to be dumped down the ice. 8:40 to go. No icing call. Wall is out. He's going to play this. Taking it a look. Back in front. Here's a shot knocked down. Holy smokes. Jared, what's going on? Leafs are doing all right. Putting this one across. Taking a look. Up off the boards. Can't do it. Skipping through. Here's Chicago. Little dipsy-do. Driving all the way to the net. Leafs doing a good job on the defensive side. This coming back the other way. They're going to flip this in the corner. Going in. The goaltender is there. Little bump-up play. Side of the net. Toronto. Back to the line. To Tanev. Tanev looking. Tanev shooting. Side. They score. This goes in, and this could be Chris Tanev. Dallas, you called it. You said another goal. 4-2. That is the score. And my goodness, 2 goals from Leaf defensemen. So Tanev is looking at the clock. He doesn't know if he actually got this or not. He takes the shot. I don't think Holmberg touches this. I think this is Tanev's goal. It might have. Did it go off Brody? It went off TJ Brody's skate. There you go. TJ Brody doing TJ Brody things. And Toronto is going to get the goal. And this is going to be one Chris Tanev. And that is going to be his second. I should have bet on Toronto 2 defensemen to score. Unbelievable. Leafs get it going. That's right, Bradley. Jared, you have him in fantasy. He's the guy you take for block shots, not so much his goal-scoring ability. But way to go, Chris Tanev. Here's a shot that's coming down. That is going to be from McCabe. McCabe picking up a couple of points tonight. He's having a nice night. And Kampf. So nice playing here. Nice job. Banking, what's going on? Thought Yarncroc looked good with Matthew top line last year. Hopefully he comes back. I mean, he apparently should be ready to go. Badlands, what's going on? Your favorite sport out of the 4. It's hockey all the way, not even close. Hockey is my favorite, hands down. 4-2 lead, 6:40 to go here in the 3rd period. Chicago trying to get back. This is going to be knocked out. Bringing it all the way back, and here comes Toronto on the forecheck. Nice job pushing it free. Robertson circling around that slot. Domi in the corner. Domi cycling it back. Robertson going over. Now he's going to come in the corner and help out. McMahon and Domi working there. Domi with Teravainen over his shoulder. Cycles it around behind. Down low. Connor Murphy going to play this one up, and Chicago working it through. Maybe somebody could make an earth-shattering move to steal Connor Bedard out of Chicago. What do you think? Wouldn't that be something? Secretly loves cricket. Well, what's my least favorite? Sorry, I didn't see it. Sam, it would help if you read the whole question. My least favorite? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe baseball? It's hockey's number 1. Everything else is tied for last place. Down in the corner, Tanev gets tripped up, upended, coming over to Marner. Marner has it taken away from him. Back to the line. Seth Jones, here's a long shot. That's going wide. This all the way down. I just never really get into baseball too much. I mean, I don't mind football. Here comes Matthews over. Marner trying to feed this one through. Yeah, James, I don't think he's going anywhere either. I'm just pulling your leg. I'm just having some fun. All right, they're going to commercial break. The Leafs, with 5:08 left to go, have a 4-2 lead. That's because the Jays suck. It is very true. It is very true. When the Jays are playing well, when they're competitive, I do like it. I do enjoy from time to time. This win would put us past the Panthers. Yes, they would, Jangy. With this win, the Leafs would become the first overall in the Atlantic Division, which would be huge. I have a feeling the Panthers and the Leafs are going to be flip-flopping for the rest of the season. It's going to be a very close race. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to call your attention. You see it in the chat on and off. If you are looking to book a vacation, if you are looking to go away, reach out to travel agent extraordinaire D's Destinations. D's_destinations_ on Instagram. Reach out and she can hook you up with a flight, with a hotel, with a package. She'll get it done. She's been super busy as of late, booking a lot of magical vacations to the Disney World and lots over to Mexico. So all over the place. If you're looking to go away, definitely reach out. And I do want to thank everybody who's reached out so far and been supporting her in her new business venture. So we really do appreciate it. She's doing an excellent job, and I'm happy to help spread the word. So D's Destinations, followed by that _ on Instagram, and give her a follow, reach out, ask any questions. She would be glad to help you all. So thank you very much. All right, 5 minutes, a big 5 minutes. The Leafs kind of fell apart in the last 5 minutes of the game yesterday. They cannot afford to do the same things here tonight. Nick Robertson, 2 goals and 5 shots, has been leading the way. Again, they've been getting a lot of depth scoring. 2 defense, McCabe and Tanev with goals. Nick Robertson with a couple of goals. The Leafs got to get their stars back in here and got to get going. Aaron, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, coming back. It's his second career 2-goal game. And there you go. I don't know if you heard them say that, and I got to double check this. Jason Robertson for Dallas getting a hat trick in the first period. 1, 2, 3, second period. So Nick Robertson's brother, Jason Robertson, a second period hat trick. Could you imagine if both Robertson brothers get tricks on the same day? Here's a shot by Murphy right on and a nice save. This coming to the line, can't keep this one in. This coming through. Over the line. Yeah, Jared, I have a conflict I don't think I'm going to be able to change, unfortunately. This down over the line. Chicago digging through. This picked up, sent all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call against Toronto. No stranger to danger. What's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. OV had the trick today. That's right. 13 more. Unbelievable. He'll do it for sure. He will do it for sure, no doubt. So, are we pulling the goaltender? We're pulling the goaltender. 4-2, 4:14 left to go. Grinch, what's going on? Welcome in. That would be awesome for both Nick too. Right? That would be so good. Jason Robertson with that trick. I hope so, Jared. I hope so. Down around, going to chip this all the way down. Nick Robertson racing in here after it. Robertson on with the empty net. Got to get him the puck, and it looks like he's racing to the bench. Oh, Badlands, of course. My pleasure. So they're going to switch it up. Bedard going to bring this one in. Flipped up in the air, down in the corner. Toronto trying to move this one around. Here's a shot by the point. That one goes wide. I understand not having the third line on. They are a little bit of a defensive liability at the best of times. In the corner, this coming around, back to the line, Teravainen. He's going to shoot, knock down in front. Chicago still with it. Bedard, he's going to rifle it, and that one just misses. 3:28 to go. Chicago working this around. Here's Bedard. Bedard back to the line. Cross ice. Here's a blast. Knocked down in front. Toronto's going to grab it. They don't clear. They're passing it, trying to get it to Knives, and it's taken away. Chicago keep this one in. I was asking if Nick... Oh, yes, Grinch. Sorry. Yes, he does have 2 goals tonight. This coming across McCabe. Over to Jones. Jones walking the line over to Bedard. Bedard creeping up. Marner watching him. It's an empty net for Chicago. They put it in front. Shot right on. And a nice save by Wall. Bruce, how's it going? Do you feel... I don't think Bedard has been a bust. They're going to commercial break. If you actually look at the numbers... If you look at the numbers through Bedard's first so many games, him and Matthews were actually very close through their first kind of 2 seasons or season and a half. So I don't think he's been a bust. The problem is Bedard's playing on a garbage team. Chicago doesn't have anybody really that can support him. They're trying to build up. They've brought in some players, but I think that's part of the reason, right? He just doesn't have a good supporting cast to put him in good goal scoring situations. But I really like what he has to offer, and I kind of think he's being wasted. And he plays with the Blackhawks, right? Exactly. So I would really like to see Bedard move on. Would be nice to see Holmberg trade to Vegas. Aaron, I would be okay with that. I would be okay moving Holmberg if we got something of value back for him. I don't think his value is super high. It might be a draft pick or something. But I don't see Toronto trading with another playoff team. I think usually we're going to see these trades with guys who are outside of the playoffs. If you do a trade with another playoff team, it means there's another trade coming that they're probably flipping somebody. We should build a movement for Austin Matthews. He choked and gave us the win. Right? He just kind of stepped aside, stepped at a line, and left Connor wide open. Disney Baker, what's going on? Thank you so much, buddy. Hope you are doing well. How many years can the Blackhawks take? Oh, I know. Phil, it's so bad. And I feel really bad for Hawks fans right now. But I mean, at least you have Bedard. At least you have him to cheer for. It's something. It's something. It's not enough. It's not enough. All right, 2:40 to go. We are winding down to the end. Off the draw, ripping it around the boards. This being chipped out. Still an empty net for Chicago. Jones back with it. Going to start to carry this one up. Little dump pass, cycle back. I wish they would put Robertson on. Give him one shift here with the open net. Try to get that hat trick. Down in the corner, and we got whistles. Offside is going to be it. Excuse me. Marner did not score. We got Nick Robertson has 2 goals. Jake McCabe has a goal. And Chris Tanev has a goal. When was the last time the Leafs had a game where 2 defensemen scored? Absolutely unreal. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining us for the conclusion, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe and set your notifications so you can join us for future hockey games. You'll know where to find us. This being dumped all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing against Toronto, so that's going to come back. True North, what's going on? Welcome in. So another icing call. Soderblom is going to come out of the net. Yeah, I like McCabe so much. I really do. And happy to see him score. All right, 2:21 to go. Off the draw, Chicago going to win this. Bedard and Ekman-Larsson came together on the half boards. Now Bedard is going to work this one up. Bedard taking a look. Empty net, so it's 6-on-5. Back to the line to Bedard. Bedard is throwing it across. Back to the line. No shot there by Jones. Jones to Bedard. He's got his stick up. He shoots it right on, and a nice save by Joseph Wall. The goals for Chicago, it's Kurashev and Teuvo Teravainen. But a nice job by Chicago. You'll see at the very bottom of the screen, all the goal scorers, all the goals are ticking across. So still an empty net, 1:59 to go. We're under 2. Waiting. There we go, and off the draw, that's going to come all the way back. Ooh, and it just missed the net. So another icing call.
Not a bad idea, especially when you have John Tavares out there fresh.
So a nice job trying to fire this one right off the draw, but another icing call. Just a couple ticks off the clock, down to 154.
65% tonight.
Chicago going to win another one. Nylander pressing it to the line, can't get it out. Here's a long shot. This is going to get stolen by Nylander. Nylander is going to carry it out. He's going to backhand this one down. It's bouncing for Tavares. He couldn't settle it down. JT couldn't. He's going to steal this one back. He comes in. I thought he was offline. Over to Nylander. Nylander putting it across. They score off Holmberg. And the Leafs with the empty net goal for Pontus Holmberg, his 3rd goal in 2 days. Unbelievable. Homie Holmberg is going to light that lamp. And that was an offside. I'm fairly certain. I don't know if they're going to challenge this, but I'm pretty darn sure this was an offside call. So Tavares brings this one in. Yeah, this is offside by about a foot. So if this is challenged, oh, interesting. So they're saying based off what happened with Cal McCarr, he didn't carry it in. He brought it in, let the puck glide, and then didn't touch it until he came out. So coach's challenge. Brandon, not very good. Not very good at all. Aaron, I would do that. I think I would do that trade. So let's see how they're going to rule this, because Nylander was clearly offside when the puck came in with Tavares. But what they're saying, when Tavares kind of sweeps the puck in, right, Tavares carries it in over the line. He kind of plays it, right? He touches it, so the puck glides in over the line, and then Tavares picks it up once Nylander comes out of the zone. So this is, I guess, the Cal McCarr rule. Can't see from this angle. This angle can't show. So here's Tavares. He does bring it in. No, I think this is still offside. The commentators are still making a case for it. I think this is offside. This should be called back, in my opinion. I think this is right there. He touches the puck and it's still offside. So this should be coming back. This goal should be coming back. I love how they're trying to break down inch by inch to justify how this is onside. But I'm pretty sure this is offside. Right there, even if he drags it in and lets it glide in, he touches it there, he's offside. Still offside. Doesn't matter, you can go one more frame, it's still offside. Thanks, Jane. You have the mini stick for a reason. Gotta use it. Better than the whiteboard. My whiteboard drawings were not very good at all. It was too hard to hold them up, and but we still have it here if we need to use it. If we need to use it, we got the whiteboard. We can illustrate. So I think this is going to be called back. They're taking a very long look at it. Very long look at it. Now, of course, they have some other angles where they might be able to see more clearly, but from this one, it clearly looks like John Tavares touches the puck. He definitely plays it, right? But I think this is offside. I'm fairly certain this is offside. But it's a long, long, long look. There's 1.5 to go. So what they're saying, again, he plays it over the line. It's not offside until he touches it, but Nylander tags up. So I think this is getting called back. So they're still looking at it. This is a very close play. Of course, it's a matter of a 3-goal lead to a 2-goal lead with 1:30 left to go. Does it really matter? I think this game is over. Maybe. Trade rumors, everybody for everybody. That's right, Road Warriors. It's true. Troy wants to wake me up when they decide. They're really reviewing this one. And again, it really doesn't matter, right? You're talking 1.5 to go. 3-goal lead versus a 2-goal lead. I don't think it's going to make a difference, but hey, fair is fair. You got to go by the rules. All right, they're finally finished. They're putting the iPad away.
And the message has been relayed to Eric Furlat.
They're going to take a look.
And here is the long-awaited call.
After Chicago's coach's challenge, the play was deemed to be onside. Therefore, it is a good goal.
Wow. Wow. So it is going to count. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm beyond shocked. Even Nylander, William Nylander is sitting on the bench looking in disbelief. He's like, really? Like, even William Nylander can't believe it. That's funny. Hey, a goal's a goal. Holmberg is going to get it. Fans not happy. Listen, if I was Chicago, I would not be happy with this. But hey, it is what it is. Good job by homie Holmberg. Holmberg, that's his 5th. From Nylander and Tavares. And so that means a penalty for Chicago. So it's going to be a power play for Toronto. After all that, it is a power play for Toronto. That is exactly the perfect graphic for this case. So very interesting. So, oh, hang on. They drop it. It's blown down. There it is. Okay, it's a good goal. The puck is dropped. Nick Robertson on for this power play, looking to get him his 3rd. Here's Toronto working this through the middle. Long pass. Going to come Robertson bringing this one in. Going to dump it in. Down around Chicago picking it up. They're going to clear this all the way down the ice. Back to Wall. Over to Ekman Larson. He's going to move this up. The boo's raining out. Pass over. Here's Riley coming in. Tries to send it to Robertson. That one doesn't connect. Robertson can't come through. Chicago going to carry this one up. Here they come. Here's a shot off the shoulder of Wall. Passing through. Again, Toronto on the move. Robertson racing in. Trying to get him the puck is Domi. Robertson by that face-off dot. He got to put himself in a better position. And Chicago get a steal, and they're going to clear again. 35 seconds to go. The Maple Leafs are going to take over first place in the Atlantic Division over the Florida Panthers, who the Florida Panthers looks like they're going to be without Matt Tkachuk for some time. Holmberg going to knock this one down. He can't get it. 17 seconds to go. This one is being played all the way back. 10 seconds to go as Toronto's going to just hang on to this puck now in their own end. The fans are booing. Now injury, due to injury. And this one is done. The Toronto Maple Leafs are going to hang on and take home the victory 5-2. It is their first win in regulation in Chicago since February 12th, 2003. First win in Chicago in regulation since 2003. Huge win for the Maple Leafs. All right, if you missed it, your goal scorers, Teravainen, his 13th on the power play from Bertuzzi and Donato. Then it was Nick Robertson, his 9th on the power play from Domi and McMahon. Jake McCabe, his 2nd from Tanev and Matthews. Nick Robertson, his 10th and 2nd of the game from Domi and Lorentz. Then it was Kurashev, his 5th from Nazar and Bertuzzi. And then in the third period, Tanev, his 2nd from McCabe and Kempf. And then Holmberg, his 5th from Nylander and Tavares. All in all, it was a pretty awesome game. Our last piece of business that we got to cover, you know what it is.
And now, the 3 stars of the game.
Our 3 stars for tonight's game, and this will differ from what the pros pick, but we're going to go with a straight Toronto sweep here tonight because, well, I can, and I think, quite frankly, they deserve it. Now, there's a bunch of guys who are worth it, but tonight we're going to give star number 3 is going to go to the goaltender, Joseph Woll. I thought he played an exceptional game. He made some big stops when he needed to. 27 shots on net by the Blackhawks, and he only let in 2 goals. He played really, really, really well tonight. You know, we got a 3-way tie for star number 2. Domi is worthy. Tanev is worthy. But you know what? We're giving it to Jake McCabe tonight. Jake McCabe is getting star number 2. He had a goal and an assist for 2 points. He was +3. He played 21-49. He had 2 shots, 5 blocks. A nice job here by Jake McCabe. And tonight's first star in my eyes, and I'm so happy for this, Nick Robertson with a 2-goal performance. He had 5 shots on net with a hit and a power play goal. I mean, he was awesome. Nick Robertson did an excellent, excellent job. Those are my 3 stars of this game. A great job all the way around. Let's see, who did the pros pick? The pros picked Bertuzzi, McCabe, and Robertson. So I didn't want to give Bertuzzi a star. I went with the goaltender, but we agree. McCabe as the second, Robertson as the first. All in all, this was awesome. Make sure you have your notifications set. Check back to the channel often. We're going to be posting some new streams for later this week at some point tomorrow. Have a great start to your week. We look forward to seeing you real soon. Thank you so much to all of our members for supporting us through membership. Thank you, Carson, for the super chat. Thank you to everyone who hit that subscribe and really helped supporting our channel and sharing us out. Thank you, everybody on Twitch. Appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you again from all of us at the Samwelb 12 Experience family. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful start to your work week. Hopefully no more snow, and we'll see you real soon. Good night, everybody. Go Leafs, go. First place.